Hello, how we doing, guys? I figured I'd just start right away today because I don't want to wait too long. So, uh, it's pretty much starting out right where we left off last on Tuesday. But before we do that, we're gonna hang out for a little bit and celebrate. Hey, Roll Keeper, what's up, man? How you doing today, man? Let's go Mets, bud. Who the fucking thunk that, dude? Holy shit! The song's a little too hard. I can't let this play that long. I gotta just pop on this bitch. But yeah, man, fucking hey, dude. Hey, Jason, how you doing, bud? Hope you're having a great afternoon. About to get started on some work and stuff. Hey, Gum Bunny's in the house. What's up, man? How you doing, bud? Gonna work on some stuff today. I gotta work on I'm making a small shelf dio for JMK Custom Works. So if you got nothing to do, you can just sitting around, hang out, watch me work. I'm about to switch the cameras over, drawing lines for bricks, and then I'm gonna try to cut out the two windows and the door. So I'm hoping to get all that done today before I take off this afternoon. So I appreciate everybody coming through. Turk Murphy in the house. What's up, bud? Hope you're having a great afternoon, dude. As well as Jason. What's up, man? But yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about the Mets making it to the NLCS because I did not see that fucking coming at all this year. I love the Mets, but I never talk shit. I just kind of let the boat go where it was going to go. You know, I figure this was a new team, it's a new regime. So let's see where it goes. And I am very pleasantly surprised, and I'm very happy to say that it's going in the right direction. So the Mets are in the NLCS, awaiting either the winner of the Dodgers and Padres. So that's going to be a tall order. I hope they make it. Hey, baby, how you doing? I hope you're having a good lunch right now. So, I see your question that you asked, and I will answer it in a second privately, babe. Okay. But yeah, so I'm happy to see that the Mets made it. I'm going to probably have to schedule some things around the playoffs now, the rest of this playoffs. But I haven't been watching because my stress can't handle that shit. But me too, dude. I was like, this fucking team ain't going to the goddamn moon. They ain't going nowhere. I don't even think they were going to make the playoffs. But after seeing the way they made the playoffs, then seeing what they did to Milwaukee, and now fucking Philly, I don't want to start believing, bud, but you might not have a choice here. I also want to give a big thank you to everybody. If you watch the replay, whatever, just because I reached 1,000 subs. So that's a small milestone, but a great one at that. So thank you guys, everybody who came along this journey and hung out with me and watched the pre-roll and has been following me now, watching all my videos and stuff like that, and has graciously subscribed to me. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for taking me literally from a channel that I just literally thought was going to sit around 60 fucking subscribers with just like weird tutorials to now I'm crossing the threshold of, like I said, 1K. It's pretty big. Like I said, it's not a huge milestone to some, but to me, I'm going to take the wins, and I'm appreciative of them. So I thank everybody who's helped me cross this threshold, man. I appreciate all of you guys. And I'm glad that I can continue to bring you quality content. So thank you guys. I appreciate you all, man, for real. But let me bring in my other screen. As you know, I was going to try to finish some stuff up before I came back today, but I really just couldn't. Between back pain and everything, migraines and just life, I kind of just stopped and left where I left. I stopped pretty much Tuesday, and I'm going to pick up right where I left off today. So I'm going to really draw the rest of the bricks in, and then we're going to measure out the windows and the door. Hopefully I can get that done before 3:30. So the best way to do that is just to get to fucking work. So, but I am waiting for this little wireless microphone to charge up a little bit because I used it Tuesday. So I'll just wait like a couple minutes and then I'm going to go over there and do it. But I got the main lines in. It's just the small lines. It shouldn't take too long. It's just tedious, but we'll figure it out. I'm even thinking about bringing those things over here and doing it here, but then I got to bring the light and everything over here. So I don't want to do all that. So who do you think will be in the World Series? Well, Jason, that's hard to tell because the American League is wide open, but everybody thinks it's the Yankees. I hope it's not the Yankees because if the Mets get to the World Series, I can't stomach another Subway Series. Because if the Yankees win, I'm going to be really upset. With all due respect to the Yankees, just the fans are putrid. So I wouldn't mind it being the Royals because I want the fucking Mets to get revenge for 2015. I'm still wearing my fucking hoodie from that year. I refuse to buy any hoodies, merch until the fucking World Series is over because I made that mistake in 2015 and I never got my World Series hoodie. So I'm waiting. That's the only hoodie I'm going to buy. And then I'll backtrack. Then I'll get the NLCS champions, whatever the fuck, if they win. They got to win all these things first. I'm not buying them until they win. This one I couldn't wait. I loved this slogan and shit for that year. Well, they said the city like New York wants it more and things like that. I thought that was a cool like backdrop to the playoffs that year in 2015. But I think it might be the Yankees and the Mets, bud. You might be looking at another Subway Series. I mean, crazy 24 years later, but things are much different now. The Mets are a much different team. This is a team, like I said, that when you see in the playoffs, you get worried. You're like, I don't want to play that fucking team. That team is good. So the pitching is clicking on all. It's crazy to say, and Rokeeper, you might agree with this. The weakest link on the Mets right now is Edwin Diaz, their closer. It's hard because Pete Alonso's coming out of his slump now. He's swinging the bat effectively. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't want to get my hopes up. So I'm kind of reserving all that until the end. And then I'll celebrate. I'm going to ball it up and just keep it here inside. And if it happens, fantastic. If not, you win some, you lose some. It was just nice to see them get this far, because I did not expect this. So let me just see where we're at with this microphone. Like I said, I'm going to go over there and draw the lines, cut the windows out, the door. I'm eventually going to get to that Technodrome. That might be Sunday, the pre-roll. Let me see, did it turn on? It did. And it's fully charged. Awesome. Okay, cool. All right. Hook it up over here. Yeah. A lot of the times with baseball, it's all fucking mental. They get into their heads, and then that's the end of it. They can't fucking get out of their own way. Well, sports is very strategical. So you got to watch. You got, especially baseball. That's why people hate baseball, because it's very boring. But it's a strategy game. What pitches do you throw? What pitches do you take? Well, when do you swing away? When do you go for a bunt? When do you steal a base? There's a lot of shit that goes into it. So it's pretty. I love baseball, man. Baseball's great. I love slow-paced sports. Football's good, but I kind of saw the Giants win 2 Super Bowls, one of which they beat the undefeated Patriots. So to me, like, the Giants being bad at this point, it's like, it happens. You had your ups, now you're having your downs. The Mets are just always like, they just kind of yank you and then they drag you fucking down. That's the problem with the Mets. Just for once, I like them to bring you up like the Giants did. Then I can accept the low years. But we'll see. We'll see what I'm hoping. But all you got to do is watch sports a couple of times. Listen to the radio shows. Listen to how they speak. You start to understand it. I think it's because men used to go to war more frequently. Yeah. It's not even that. It's about camaraderie and brotherhood. That's why they always talk about sports. Like, we're going to go to war. They contributed. They are like equated to war and shit like that in their heads or whatever, because it's really the brotherhood, the locker room stuff that men, I think men gravitate to. Also, some people love regimented shit, and sports is regimented just like the military. Like, you got to work out, you got to practice, you got to do this, you got to do everything regimented. So a lot of people like regiment. I feel the same way with the Giants. That's what I'm saying. Like, Eli Manning's definitely a Hall of Famer. He may not be a first ballot Hall of Famer, but he's a Hall of Famer. I watched Michael Strahan. I watched some of those great Giant teams. I'm fine. I was very young, but I do kind of remember when they beat the Bills, and I definitely remember in 2000 when they went to the Super Bowl and got crushed by that Ravens team. But like I said, they got you up to those things. So you're like, all right, cool. The baseball man, Mets just fuck with you. They yank your heart right out of your chest and stomp on that shit. So let's see if finally 2024 is their year. I can't believe it if it is. But anyway, I'm gonna get over there and start working. So I'm gonna turn this mic off and the one on my head on. Hello. There I am. Okay. Move my pencils. I have two over here. Sharpen these bitches. I need a better sharpener. This little fucking piece of shit sharpener that I have sucks. Let me just make this the big screen. So I'm gonna go over there. So I'm not gonna ignore the chat. I'm just gonna start working on stuff. So please don't think I'm ignoring you. As I said before, we're just picking right up where I left off on Tuesday. I started the lines. I've gotten to about here with the lines. And I'm just using my clear ruler. I have a little metal one. I don't know where the fuck I put that goddamn thing. They're both in here. Yeah, my wife put it over there. Okay. I'm making my bricks 1 inch wide. So first line is 1 inch, and then the second line I did every half inch. So it's 1 inch, half inch, and get the perfect brick, if you will. So back to 1 inch here. Okay, so this is not hard, just tedious, man. Like I said, most people use XPS foam. I'm going EVA foam because I'm trying to conserve space for his shelf. It's not that big. So I don't want to take up inches in his little shelf. So we're going half inch here because these things are only 1/4 inch thick, I think, this one. So total, I'm only going to take up not even an inch, maybe a little over an inch. I added some wooden backing. I was going to go balls to the wall and put lights inside the windows and like put some plastic over it and then just kind of sand the plastic so it looks opaque. So you could just flick a switch and the lights, the windows would light up, shit like that. But he already has lighting on his shelf, so he doesn't really need all that. Plus, I don't want to hide a battery. But I'm getting all these ideas for my shows because of this. And yesterday, I want to shout out Krusty Old Crow, 3-star Draw. I was on their live stream yesterday talking about shelves and displays and stuff like that. And seeing everybody's displays. I also Frostbite, G.I. Joe. That guy's awesome. I should have myself up. I got the fuck up, so hit that with some heat. Well, I'm gonna sit that on the half inch line. But I was on there showing, talking about shelf space. Give me a bunch of fucking ideas. So I want to build some shelves. Originally, I was gonna buy them, but everybody goes to IKEA and buys the Detox and shit like that, like glass cases and shit. We were talking to Aaron, the toy dancer. Talking big. He told me he builds his shelves because he builds them as like little dioramas. When I saw 3-star Draws set up, he had that kind of set up like that, where it was kind of like telling a whole story. Kind of like that. I know Circular Ninja has it set up like that, where it's kind of like every shelf has the Doctor Strange portal thing, so it looks like you're on a different universe. That's pretty cool. I kind of like that. My shelf doesn't really tell a story; it's just kind of like perspective. Like Marvel, G.I. Joe, WWE. It's just kind of set up that way. And when I saw like the storytelling shelves, it's kind of like taken back by what did I do? I don't do that, and I said yesterday because my diorama table is over here, so if I want to tell a story, it's usually just all set up on the diorama table already. But I guess that's why guys like Woody and Savage Land have the tables, so that they can tell their story on the table. It doesn't have to be on a shelf. So I guess in that way I kind of have that. So. I don't know. You tell me, how do you dispose of your shows? And we'll come back over there and read the comments. We'll talk about it. Do you want to tell a story on your show, or do you want to just display the figure? You put your figure in a pose. Oh, it is. Hello? 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 Hey, what's up? Okay. Did you message me on Facebook? Is that what you're calling me for? All right, yeah. All right, so I'm back over here real quick. Give me a second. Hello? All right. I don't know how you're hearing me. I don't know how you guys are hearing me. On the mic, I'm hearing, I'm trying to say something. Hold on. I'm hearing an echo. Yeah, exactly. I don't know what the fucking echo is. I'm trying to figure that out. I think I might have figured it out. Hold on. Hold on a sec. Yeah, that's what it was. All right. That's what it is. Yeah. That's what it was. It was the computer mic. I got it. Thank you. I appreciate that. Was that what you calling me, love, for the echo or some shit? Why were you calling me? Let me look. Okay. Okay. Jeez, my wife is not feeling good and I don't like it. Yeah, okay, you called for the echo. Thank you, my love. Yeah, so apparently I had 2 sets. So I got it. I appreciate it. Thanks for the updates, guys. I appreciate it, man. So I'm gonna go back over there and finish. Should be no echo. No. Should be no echo. All right. Let's try this again. So I think I had 2 microphones on at once, but the laptop was acting as a microphone. I don't know why. All right, there you go. Where was I? 1/2 inch. So I'm doing 1/2 inches here. Am I still okay? I'm on the wide shot. I don't want to be on a small shot. I am gonna burn all this detail in. Let me find that tool. I don't know what the fuck it is. I have a bucket here that I found a bunch of shit that I'm gonna incorporate into all this stuff. So it's just sitting there right off to the side right now. But the fuck did I just come over here to look for? I know, she's producing all the time. Hey, Savage Land, I just see you, bud. I'm looking for my burn tool. That's what I'm looking for. I'm too baked right now. Actually, not baked enough, if I can be quite honest with the whole chat room right now. Here it is. I'm sure everybody has this thing, but it's fucking one of the best crafting tools that I've ever had. And I love the fact that you can, control the level. For EVA foam, throw it all the way up to the red. For XPS foam, I would go between orange and yellow. Right here, there's like a little bit darker yellow color. I don't know if you could see those. Try to get it closer. But the one right there where that line is, that's where I would go with XPS foam, because XPS foam, if it's too hot, it will literally just completely start to expand and melt all the way. So, but with EVA foam, you don't really have that problem. It doesn't like it melt away like that. It just kind of melts down and across. I'll show you when I start getting to it. But once you burn lines in EVA foam, man, it looks so much better. And like I said, you could do it another way where you just take an X-Acto knife, cut these lines, right? And then hit it with a heat gun, and that'll expand the lines enough to get the detail you want. But because I'm going to fill it with spackling, I'm going to hit it with this burn tool because I need deeper lines to get, so spackling will go in there and you'll see the spackling. Because the razor blade lines, while clean, they won't be as deep. So when you put spackling over it, it might not go into your seams or whatever you want to call the lines. Let me continue this. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm building a small shelf diorama. So one for JMK Custom Works. He wants one to look like an outside of a factory building, and he wants one to look like an inside of a factory. So we're doing the outside first because the bricks are the most fucking annoying part of any diorama, as anybody knows. And then I'll do the inside. The inside one, that's going to be real fucking easy to do. Because the inside, I already have like the idea of how I want it to look and stuff. And I'm going to see if I'm going to have them dangle chains and stuff from the inside so it looks all... Because I have so much shit in this bucket next to me. So it was a good find because I was cleaning up and I found it. Found all this crap. Okay. Again, as I said, just every inch. One line you measure every inch. The second line, it's every half inch on the ruler. If you want to make the bricks smaller, so these bricks are an inch long by an inch wide. But if you wanted to go smaller, obviously, then the bricks would come down in size. Because if you have inch-long bricks, but the width here is like a half inch, it ain't going to look right. So you'd probably go half inch. You just say half inch. But that would take forever, by the way. That's why I didn't do that, because I was going to do that up here. And I said, fuck that. That's going to take forever. Now, if you have a steady hand, you can drop the ruler at this point and just kind of eyeball it too. Like, I've said that before. I've eyeballed it a few times, but like I said, because I'm making this for somebody, I want it to look good. I want it to be quality. So obviously, using the ruler is a major help because you're getting it exact. I will warn you when you use the burn tool, you'll wind up getting a giant fucking callus on your finger because this piece, even with this rubber fucking protector thing, doesn't do dick. It gets so hot that holding it like this, because I hold it kind of like this, like a pencil essentially, and it just gets so hot that it literally just blisters my entire fucking finger. So when using this thing, just be careful. I guess you're supposed to use it like this or whatever, but I hold it like literally. And because I'm holding it so tight and my hand locks up, because this hand is the one that's fucked up. So this hand will literally lock up like this after doing so many that it'll literally sit here like this and I'll start to squeeze tighter. And I'll like I said, I'll literally just burn out a fucking blister on my hand. So just be careful with this thing because it does get real fucking hot. And also open up windows and ventilation because you're melting foam. So don't be a dummy. Like usually if I'm going to use this thing inside, I open up my windows, I turn all the fans on, or I'll go outside and I'll sit in the driveway and do it. And I'll wear a mask or I'll cover my face. If you're outside, I tend not to. I know you should, but I don't. If I can tell you how many times I got sinus infections from sanding foam outside with not wearing a mask like an idiot. Jesus. I'm going to finish this whole wall with these small lines. Probably kind of start on maybe the first few lines of the second one, then I'll take my first smoke break. And we'll look at some toys. Or some more custom stuff that I'm looking to do. I have to thank Same Time Toys. I think he's in this and think he's in here. Thank God you're all right from the storm, bud. It's good to hear. I hope everybody who was on the receiving end of that damn hurricane is okay, is safe, and everything's all right. But Shane and JMK yesterday sent me head sculpts of Burt Reynolds, a Bandit, from Smokey and the Bandit, and Dutch from Predator. It actually was a whole cast of Predators, so we're going to look at those. We're going to look at some heads on Etsy and shit like that. And we're going to decide, because I have so many customs that I want to make. The customs that I want to make are toys that I know nobody going to fucking make. So that's why I'm trying to make my own custom. Excuse me. I'm going to make my own custom like Expendables. So I want like Sly, Rambo, Machete, Dutch. I'm going to kind of combine that, like a cool, badass G.I. Joe classified version of the Expendables. I got to get Wesley Snipes, but I don't know if I want Passenger 57 Wesley Snipes or Blade, because Blade is easy. Everybody has Blade. So that's why I'm kind of leading maybe towards Passenger 57. It's a great fucking movie, by the way. I also know he was in the Expendables, but I also think that that's too easy to do. Like putting like all those characters just in black SWAT gear. I don't know. I kind of want to make them classified, like have their own kind of personality, but mix in my favorite versions of them. That's why I think I might go John Matrix Schwarzenegger and not Dutch from Predator. I'd rather do Commando because I like that movie better. And Mikey gave me a recipe too. I hope he doesn't mind. I might share it with you guys. But if you guys are looking to make cool customs, like if you guys want a cool custom Arnold Schwarzenegger in your classified, I stick around and we'll exchange ideas. On Tuesday, I showed everybody that I plan to make the 2004 version of the Batman, the cartoon. Like I'm gonna make my own Marvel Legends custom of that because I need a good Batman to fuck with photography and shit. And like I don't want to fuck my Mezco Sovereign Knight Batman up, and I don't want to fuck up my and I don't like using McFarlane's because they're too fucking big. So they get fucking I make my own. I'm also getting really into the kit bash and customizing game. I really like it. It's fun. Like I said, I like the idea of making a figure that nobody else has. Makes it unique. When you guys do this shit, do you put on another YouTuber? Do you put on an audiobook? Do you put on music? Like, how do you custom when you're making customs? When you're making dioramas, you're painting something. What are you listening to? What are you watching? I used to just put on like funny comedian podcasts because I like listening to their fucking insane stories. Insane stories make me laugh. Drives my wife crazy. She hates that shit. She don't like the raunchy shit, but that shit makes me laugh. Like, I'll put on like that, that lo-fi music, man. You get into a workflow with that shit easily. And I love that YouTube is lousy with that lo-fi music, all those channels. I can't work to like heavy metal music. That shit drives me crazy. It's like, how do you think with that fucking shit playing? Don't get me wrong, I love metal music. But it's like, fucking, hey, give yourself time to concentrate, will you? Almost fucked up again. I mean, they look so clean when you're done, and it looks good because you take the time, but it is so fucking teased. My hand is already starting to lock up. I'm starting to feel it. I feel it on this hand. Like once it starts to get tense, my hand starts to. Of all the things that I thought was going to go wrong with me as I got older, I did never thought in a million years my hands would be the ones that would turn on me. You don't think your hands. You never do. I guess because you use them so much, you take them for granted, essentially, you know? I mean, between editing on a computer and doing all this small, tedious shit, I'm going to put my hands through hell. Okay, here you go. Just keep it moving. Let's go. Now, obviously, I got lo-fi music playing under me, but I don't hear a fucking thing. I'm hearing the humming of my heater right now. And I don't know how good this microphone is, but you might be hearing it too, because it is not quiet. Although it is brand new. And like I said, when I come over there for my smoke break, I'll check all the comments, man. I'm sorry if you guys think I'm not ignoring you. I'm just in the workflow right now. So I appreciate you hanging out with me, man. I feel like Bob Vila. I fucking hate him. I got to say, the only fuck up I had is this little line here, but you can't really see it went away. I didn't dig the pencil in, which is good. I know I'm starting to have a problem because even though I got the ruler here, I'm not drawing straight lines. So I got to sharpen the pencil and I might have to take a break earlier than I thought. I don't want to because I want to finish this fucking thing. I want to send it to Mikey. I want him to get it. I still got to cut a section out from the top too, because he said that the way his lights work, that's a 3/4 inch cut down and a 2-inch long. So it might be the other way. I don't know. It might be 3/4 inch down. 2 inches down and 3/4 inch here. So it might just be like this little bit here or that much. I don't know. I got to double check to make sure. He might be in this room if he's not, because he might be at work, but we'll see. I've been staying in contact with him just so he knows, because I don't, whenever I make something for somebody, I always in constant contact. This way they can never say there was no lost communication and shit like that. Those I learned that from the video production days, you know. When they want that footage, that phone starts ringing and it doesn't stop until they get it. Especially when they paid for it. One of the reasons why I don't make commission dioramas for people, because I don't want to start getting bogged down by a deadline, you know. People start to get excited because they want their things, they paid for it, you know, which I completely understand. I've been on the receiving end of that. But when you're making things by hand, you got to understand it takes time. It's a reason why you don't want to do it. There we go. Keep this going. Fucking A. It's my lower back is fucked up because of the discs, and now my hand is locking up again. But I got, how many lines do I got left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 lines. All right, come on. You got this. 10 reps now, you fuck. Like, all right. Don't yell at me. I hope everybody's having a good Thursday. I just got back from the hospital with my mother. She had a procedure done on her liver. So now she's home in bed. I figured I'd do some of this shit before my lovely wife comes home. She gets home at around 4, and we got to go and look for a shed. And I got to take her for a walk in the park. She needs nature. It's been a while. So I'm going to do all that, and I got some other stuff that I got to get done. I got to film a promo for Felix. So he's coming over later, too. So I got to do that as well. Of course, don't forget the Mega Powers podcast tonight, as well as Thursday with a friend on Punk's channel. And then, of course, tomorrow I'm going to be on Mython at midnight. I'm not sure if Chad and Jay Bartlett are going live. Usually Jay Bartlett goes live on Fridays around 7, I think. So your weekend's going to be jam-packed with fucking podcasts. I'm thinking about doing this again Saturday afternoon, since I'm going to be working on it again Saturday afternoon anyway. But I have a lot to do around my house, so I'm going to do that first. So I might go live a little bit before my wife goes live. So I might do some more of this craft and chill on Saturday. We'll see. Let me grab my phone because my wife is texting me. My wife is a psycho. But Saturday, my wife will be live with Into the Shadows. Of course, you got the other podcast, like I think 3POA will go live on Saturday. Laser Pants does Saturday usually. I think Savage Land will be live Saturday, 10:30 usually. I love watching his streams. But if you got nothing to do Saturday, you got Savage Land and you got my wife's Crown Fox Productions Into the Shadows. If you like talking cryptids and Bigfoot and paranormal crazy shit. I don't know what her topic is this Saturday. She hasn't told me yet. But last Saturday was dwarves and like pixies and fairies. And we saw some guy, I forgot the guy's name, Edwin Saunders or some shit like that. And he's like a video. He's like hunting like pixies and fairies, and it's like edited with like actual CGI pixies and fairies. But don't get me wrong, isn't like the best CGI in the world. But the fact that he's making the effort is not bad. He's making you suspend your disbelief a little bit. So we were playing some of that video stuff, talking. We were naming things after cheese. It was a good time. And then, of course, I got the Sunday pre-roll. The Sunday pre-roll is going to be me restoring my man Artie's Technodrome. I'm going to be cleaning it, taking all the stickers off of it, basically marking out where I'm going to cut because I'm going to make this thing light up. It's going to be like a coffee table piece, fam. I'm going to try and make it like a nightlight. It's going to count as his Christmas gift. I'm putting it with the other Christmas gift I got him. So I plan to give that to him for the holidays. Even if he sees this, he already knows. So it's not like it's a surprise. But I hope everybody's Thursday is going well, man. I hope you guys are relaxed, chilling, enjoying your day. I know Roll Keeper isn't really enjoying the day because the New York Mets are in the fucking NLCS, and not one single New York Met fan saw that coming this year. So that's a great fucking. If you're a Met fan right now, you're celebrating. You're having a great fucking Thursday. I was from what the videos I saw. And the way the radio said, it said that fucking Citi Field was electric yesterday, man. Like I said, there's a feeling in the air. But I've had this brief feeling before. So I don't need them to crush us again. Because they will. And Mython went live yesterday. I saw his Mystery Madness. He did the Star Wars shit. It was pretty good. Went to bed early yesterday. Wasn't feeling good. After I got off the thing with Krusty O'Crow, which I limped through because my stomach started fucking with me halfway through that. And I thought smoking would help, but it didn't. I went in the bathroom, threw up. I was kind of fucked up. So I went right to bed as soon as I came out of the bathroom. So I wasn't able to catch it live. I like that stream, though. I like his setup, man. I like the graphics, fucking loading screen, shit like that. It's pretty good, man. Like I said, I appreciate everybody hanging out. I appreciate you guys getting me to 1,000 subs. This was a team effort, man. I appreciate it. Great job all around. You all deserve a thumbs up, high five, and a slow golf clap. Like I said, I appreciate you, man. pre-roll, we're gonna celebrate. I'm gonna continue the celebration on Sunday. Got some cool toys to open, some old ones that have been sitting here. I got as a gift from Savage Land. I finally got Road Pig. I'm finally gonna open up that Barbarian Batman and some old GI Joes and another Stinger. I still have a Stinger in a box. I still have the 2 tumblers in a box, so I've been waiting for the pre-roll for those. The one Stinger I got in the box, I think I'm going to save because I want to get all the gridiron shit, and I just want to make that its own vehicle because I have one Stinger already. I don't need 2. And I like the idea of really turning it into that UPC or whatever it is with the fucking howitzer cannon. It just right now I got to save the money. Money's tight, so I'm just waiting. That's why it's still in the box. If I take it out of the box for what? Take it out when it's ready. When I got the Gridiron Studio shit. I saw that he made it for the Vamp too, which is awesome. Like I said, I love Gridiron Studios. I just hate the fucking fact that it's so expensive, but I understand why. Like I don't fault them for it. I don't fault anybody for dictating their prices. If you feel like that's what you're worth, that's what you're worth. I just did that recently with my production services. Sometimes you just got to let people know this is what I know I'm worth. This is what my quality of work is. And if it is as good as you think it is, people will pay. And that's right now where I'm at with my video shit. Like I know how good we are. So if you want this kind of quality, then you have to pay what I'm asking. I always hear that from people, know your worth, know your worth. And then when you say your worth, they go, whoa, 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 whoa. I didn't know it was that expensive. It's like, huh, motherfucker. It's know your worth for everybody else but you. It's coming out good. I hope you guys can see it. I don't know can you see the detail? If not, I'll bring it closer. I can't wait till I get the new switcher and I have like good cameras set up. Like cameras that I can zoom in and shit. My mother got this nuclear scan on her liver, so now she has to lock herself in the room for the next 24 hours because she can't give us radiation sickness. Isn't that crazy? I said to her, I was like, fuck, you're like radioactive, man. Gotta lock you in the fucking safe. Shit. Dr. Manhattan type shit. Or Nuclear Man. Wasn't there like a Nuclear Man in Marvel, right? I think I have that toy, the green one. He's like a green see-through figure. I was watching this Avengers Assemble. Everybody see that cartoon on Disney? Disney XD, although I just canceled my Disney Plus. But you can watch it live on YouTube. That's another reason why I canceled Disney Plus. Like all the cartoons and shit that I want to watch is on YouTube now. They just have like loops of them. And X-Men 97, while good, wasn't good enough to make me pay fucking $15 a month for a fucking service that I don't give a shit about. I don't need to see any of those Disney movies. I don't give a fuck about them. And the Marvel movies I've seen so many times. And I think I still have the DVDs of the first 2 phases, which are the best phases. Third phase was only the Infinity War shit was good to me. Like I just got around to seeing Deadpool versus Wolverine. Deadpool and Wolverine. I think on Monday. Wasn't a bad movie. Like I said, I'm happy that they like put respect on Wolverine, which they kind of always did in those movies. But it was nice to see like how he ran on all fours and shit. That was cool. It was cool to see paying homage to comics. And I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I like that comic accurate Wolverine. I don't like that he took shots at him. It's like, fuck you, you bitch. Like, I wish that little Wolverine would have like leaped over the thing and started beating the shit out of him. I think that would have been a funnier joke because he made fun of how small he was. And I will say this, as good as it was, a lot of people are like, oh, it's good because it had all these cool cameos. I think the writing was a little lazy, if you ask me. I think they kind of phoned it in. I'm seeing that everybody hates that new Joker movie too, which is fucking making me laugh because I gotta tell you, the first one I didn't give a fuck about neither. I thought the first one was overhyped. Thought people kind of fucking made it a big deal about it because you could have named that movie fucking Harold with the same exact plot, and it would have just been a clown instead of the Joker, and everybody would have said the same thing of how good it was, and it wouldn't have needed a sequel. The only reason they made that shit a sequel is because they named it Joker, and it was like, oh, it's in the DC universe, it has to have a sequel. No, it doesn't. Anybody who says, oh, that Joaquin Phoenix Joker is the best. No, it's not. It'll still never beat Heath Ledger's Joker. Nobody ever will. A lot of people hated Jared Leto's Joker. I didn't care. It was at that point I just didn't care because I knew what kind of Joker they were going for. More like a modern, on this era and shit. But I just couldn't really get into that. I didn't like the Suicide Squad movie, even the James Gunn one. While I thought it was funny, I didn't care enough. I didn't give a fuck enough about it. Right. So this is the half inch, the second line. Okay. I don't know if anybody has old parents and they watch that channel with the way they offer all the old people shit, like Bell and Howell and shit. Well, my father bought that silly thing that moves your legs in place. You just sit and they kind of like a bicycle thing. And it's on upstairs where he's using it. And every time he uses it, it makes me laugh. Every time shit comes to this house because he's up late and he's watching shit on fucking Me TV. And he winds up ordering it. Like Bell and Howell, sensor lights, I love my father, but he's a fucking nut joke. Okay. Now, I might leave this as is because I'm going to put trim on the bottom. So it's not going to matter. And I might cut it out because I want it to lip over the floor. So I want the floor to slide in. So if I go like this, see? Booyah kasha. Okay? So cut this fucker out, and then I can literally slide the floor right under it. So that's kind of why I'm going to leave it blank. All right, let's do a couple lines on this one, and then I will take my first smoke break. Like I said, luckily he only wanted 2 walls and a floor, so I don't have to go crazy. Make sure it's matching. That's the top part. Okay, I'm just going to leave that blank because that's getting trim on top. So we start right here at the third line. Or technically the second line because that first line really doesn't count. Okay, here we go. Bring it down a little bit. I hope everybody's all right today. I hope you're feeling good. I'm feeling good. I woke up to 1,000 subs. The Mets in the NLCS. My wife looked good before she left for work in a little outfit. I got the shit done with my mother. I got to feed my father later. And I got to go buy a shed. So needless to say, the Legend Series house right now is quiet. All quiet. I said, the beautiful thing is you can literally, once you start going back and forth with your pencil like this, it literally just draws right into the foam and it stays. There we go. Right. Try to get 4 total lines done, and then I'm going to take my first smoke break if you guys don't mind. I hope people are still in the chat room. I'm sorry that I haven't engaged in chat. It's because I'm doing this. I said, I will take my breaks and take a look at the chat accordingly. Got to get work done, though. You know? Stop fucking around and get work done. I'm proud of myself because my hand has been fucking with me this whole time, and I'm holding out. I got one more line after this, and then I can take my first break. Then we'll work our way down. There you go. One more line. The best part is we have to burn all these lines again. Like, just when you think you're done, you're not. There you go. 4 lines done. God damn, my hand hurts. Alrighty, Roo. I'm back. Okay. Let's check out this chat. Thank you guys so much for bearing with me. I appreciate you. Here we go. Boom. How's everybody doing? Oh, wow. It's already 1:30. I've already been at this. How long have I been doing? I was just thinking of that when I said it, Shane. I was just thinking that. I'm going to go roll back here if you guys don't mind here. Please bear with me. I didn't realize that there was this many people in here. Thank you guys so much for hanging out, man. I appreciate you. Holy jeez. Keys Collects. What's up, bud? How you doing? There he is. JMK Customs. We can craft simultaneously. Hell yeah. Let me just keep going up here. Let me see. I'm sorry. I got to go back and catch everything. My wife went back to work. I love you, lady. She went back to work, obviously. Yeah, my lunch ends at 1:15, so okay. My lovely lady. I'm working on props for a dio now. I've got you on. Hell yeah, Keys Collects. Savage Land, Passenger 57. That's a great line. Nicotronus, hell yeah. Oh yeah, like I said, we're going to take a look at it right now because I'm going to take a smoke break. So if you guys are still in here, we're going to look around and stuff. Thank you so much, Mikey. I appreciate you. I hope you're having a great day. My man, Tony's Figs. How we doing, brother? 1K subs. Congrats, my guy. Thank you so much. I appreciate that very, very much, man. Game 1 is Sunday. Oh, goodness gracious. Got the butterflies already. Roll keeper. That's fact. Viper Scout is in here. What's up, bud? How you doing, man? Hope you're having a great Thursday. I just opened the store manager. 600 stores this morning. Now I gotta go back later time. Oh shit! Congratulations, bud. Awesome stuff. Earth's Mightiest Heroes is better, in my opinion. I agree with that, Viper Scout. 100%. Avengers Assemble, it just plays on the loop on Marvel HQ, so I was just watching that, but I agree 100% about Earth's Mightiest Heroes. That's my favorite one. I was very heartbroken that it only lasted 2 seasons. My family gets excited for it. This is Bluey. Oh, Jesus. I feel your pain, bro. I agree, man. I agree. Like I said, I love this stuff, but it's too expensive. But We'll see. I remember a couple. I remember the intro was fire. Oh shit. Ah, look at this. I love to see that from Savage Land. Let's go. Yes, 100%. Couldn't agree more. Thank you so much, Nico. I appreciate you, brother. Conquesos, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys, man. But yeah, man. So let's take my first smoke break. So, speaking of the Mets, Mr. Met, if you will, indulge me. And we are going to look at Mikey. I hope you don't mind. I'm going to share some of the links that you sent me for those heads, because I wanna show, because I'm definitely gonna buy that. I'm definitely buying that Smokey and the Bandit head, like, for sure. That's happening. So oh, thank you, man. I appreciate you, brother. So let's look at that real quick. Also love the ideas you gave me for the Bucks for John Matrix. I think I'm gonna go John Matrix. I know it's kind of the same, but I think I'm gonna use the Predator head for it. So let me share the screen. First, I'm gonna show you. This was also sent to me by Same Time Toys. So this isn't. This was the same head that I think he sent to me as well. So I just want to make sure I give everybody their just due. Let's see. Okay, let's start with. We're gonna start with Burt Reynolds here. Now, how awesome is this? $6.79 to have your own Bandit. Now, obviously, we're going to buy Bandit here. Now, I'm going to make this my main screen so I could smoke a little bit. So if you hear ASMR, if you're offended, I'm sorry. If not, you're welcome. But I'm seeing that, like, they kind of put it on different heads here because you can get it different scales. But I assume this is G.I. Joe classified. I don't really like the buck they're using. I think that's Airborne, right? If I'm not mistaken. I would probably go Shipwreck because he's kind of looks like he's already made, ready. Like, you don't have to go crazy unless you really want to change the top to something else. But I think Shipwreck's body would be perfect for this head. Mikey, you're in the chat. You tell me. Ooh, that's a good one, Nico. That's a good one, too. John Spartan. Hell yeah. You know what? Give me a Simon Phoenix. Speaking of Wesley Snipes and Passenger 57, brother. Like, I would love a Simon Phoenix. You know, like I said, I want to make fucking figures that are going to blow people's mind. You imagine a Simon Phoenix leading a Cobra army? How sick would that be? Like, I'd be all in on that. That's a good picture idea, too. Like Simon Phoenix with the dreadnoughts. Like, he's the leader now. Maybe he killed Zartan, took over. I could believe that. I could buy what you're selling me right there. I want a whole crew of people. Like, I want Bandit, I want John Rambo, I want John Matrix, I want Tango and motherfucking Cash. Yes, that's 2 fucking Stallones, but I don't care. Even Tunnel Rat, that's a good one too. But the Night Force Tunnel Rat, though, I assume, I guess you could use the other Tunnel Rat, just take the tattoos off, right? But the Night Force Tunnel Rat doesn't have any of those, like, any of that paint and shit on him. So I would just probably go with the Night Force one. But does he have knee pads on his jeans? Or do those come off? I'm not sure. That's the only reason I say Shipwreck, because he doesn't have anything on his denim jeans and shit like that. But yeah, it's one of those guys. I would use one of them. Zartan versus Simon Phoenix. Am I hitting you guys with some sick crossovers? Possibly, maybe. You know, like, to me, like, those are the kinds of customs that I want to do. That's why I like when Mikey sends me some like some Rambos and shit that you're not gonna see. You're never gonna see this kind of stuff. That's the shit. Oh, hey, no problem, bud. I appreciate you stopping in. Thank you so much, Alpha. I meant just for the torso. Okay. So just the body, not the legs. I'm digging that too. Now, would you put that on Shipwreck's legs, Mikey, or would you use somebody else's legs? Like I said, I would just. I noticed you also said the Legacy Deadpool Wolverine, which is also a great like jeaned legs for customs and stuff like that. I'm thinking about one or the other, either Shipwreck or Wolverine for the Eddie Murphy figure. For Axel Foley. Tunnel Rat is too short, and he does have knees. Yeah, but JMK luckily said just his torso, not his legs. So I would probably go Shipwreck, honestly. I think I tried those Legends. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I kind of like that idea too, man. Little ASMR right now. Coming right at you. Jeff, how you doing, bud? I hope you're having a great Thursday, man. Thanks for coming and hang out, man. We're looking at some custom stuff again. We're continuing to work on the shelving. We're celebrating 1,000 subs, and we're celebrating the New York Metropolitans for making it to the NLCS. Let's go, Mets. And I agree 100%, Shane. I'm going to start making a lot of. I also think that the Legacy Deadpool body would be perfect for Kurt Russell's cash. You know, because you can like maybe get a soft goods T-shirt to go over the wife beater. But I think that would work. The hardest one is Tango, because he's always in the suits or kind of like really classy dressed, whereas Kurt Russell was just supposed to be like kind of like, you know, like Martin Riggs from Lethal Weapon, which by the way is another custom I'd love to have. Martin Riggs and Lieutenant Murtaugh, which brings me to my next thing here. I know everybody is, you know, is going to be wanting Dutch. Like I said, I brought that up from Predator. Hold on, let me see. Oh, God damn it, I hit the wrong thing. Let me see. All right, here we go. All right, so Predator. So here you have choices. They have like them all. Like I said, you guys might know this guy. I know Mikey knows this guy. Mikey says he goes to this guy a lot for all his head needs. But I like them all. I wouldn't mind having them all. I don't like this Carl Weathers head on this Roadblock body. Am I the only one? How are you guys feeling about that? I'm not really yeah, thank you so much, Tony. I appreciate that, brother. So much, man. Thank you. Does Doc reuse Shipwreck's body? Ooh, that's a good question, man. I don't know if anybody knows that. Does anybody know that answer? Thank you so much, Shane. Yes, please hit the like button if you haven't. I appreciate you guys coming out and hanging out. Maybe Indiana Jones suited body. That's not a bad idea. I don't like the Indiana Jones figures, Nico, because they're too small. Like Stallone is kind of, you know, beefy and standing tall. So I want to like, originally I was going to try to do Tombstones, but I think that might be too big because I want them to stand side by side and I don't want him to look. But I remember in those suits, Stallone really did look boxy. He did look very symmetrical, if you will. You know, because I was right at the peak of his gas days. So he was definitely on fucking, he was definitely on something. So he was jacked. There you go, right there, Viper Scout. Doc has Falcon's torso with Shipwreck's legs. So yeah, and then he goes, Nico Tronis is also answering your question. But yeah, I don't like this Carl Weathers head on this body. Exactly. That's how I was feeling. I felt like the body was too big for the head. Ollie's has Mr. Fix-It. That might be too big. Oh, yeah, no, that's way too big. Although I still need that Joe Fix-It figure. So, Viper Scott, I might have to hit you up. I have to send you some money to pick it up for me because my Ollie's does not have that Joe Fix-It figure. Also, so now then after them, of course, they have, now this looks good. Now, I don't know whose body that is. Is that like the NECA? Is that the NECA Dutch? Body is too large. Hell yeah, Jeff. I couldn't agree more, but I'm assuming that's the NECA Arnold Schwarzenegger from the Predator. But I like that head for Marvel Legends figure or classified figure. Me and Mikey were talking about the buck. Mikey, can I share the recipe if you don't mind that we were discussing? Or do you want to keep that a secret? Yeah, I agree. Roadkeeper does look like NECA. But I'm definitely going to get this head for my John Matrix. This is definitely going to be my John Matrix. What about the Rose figure for Stallone? How does that body scale? I'd have to stand that side by side. That might be okay. I just don't like the articulation because of the suit jacket. I love the suited bodies, but the problem is they take away from the ab crunch and shit like that because of the suit jacket and the vest. And it looks too puny. Like the Rose figure kind of is like the same exact body as Hammerhead and Jigsaw. It's just a little smaller. I think it might be even a little smaller than them. And Jigsaw and Hammerhead have the same exact body, just painted differently. But they're like they have bellies. It's not like, and I know suits sometimes do that to you, but like it's not like, whereas that Tombstone figure, he's squared out. You could tell he's jacked in that suit, you know? So I feel like the Tombstone body might be the perfect figure for Ray Tango. But yes, that is a great head, Nico. That's what I'm saying. This is probably the head I'm gonna get for my John Matrix figure. When you're wearing it. That's a truth. That's very true, my man. Would Black Knight work for Axel Foley, or is that too buff? That might be too buff, dude. Yeah, that might be too buff. I'm trying to find. I was thinking about might have to kit bash and piece a bunch of figures together, because I think, in all honesty, Tunnel Rat's frame I think is perfect for Axel Foley. So if you have Tunnel Rat, a classified Tunnel Rat, he is the perfect frame for Foley. What about Casey Jones from NECA for the most recent slow? Is he in a suit, Jeff? He's in a suit. Let me see a picture. It could work. But I worry about NECA breaking. That'd be the only issue. Like, I don't mind breaking Marvel Legends or Classified because they're $20. Stallone, I don't think is that short. I think he's like maybe 6 foot. I don't think he's that short. He ain't like, I mean, Punk is Rey Mysterio sized. But now they have this one. I think this is Shane Black's character, right? If I'm not mistaken. Then they have I always forget this actor's name, but he was in a lot of Stallone movies. He was in Commando too, wasn't he? He's like, Scream Ray's gonna kick your ass. And then Arnold goes, I eat green berets for breakfast. Right? That was a great part of the movie too, by the way. That's a brilliant idea too. Retro Peter Parker for Axel Foley. The wardrobe is like the same. It is, but the only problem is that fucking figure is mad expensive now. You can't find him anywhere, I don't think. But I telling you, Tunnel Rat is much easier to find, but yeah. Here was. This is what I was talking about. Now, this Danny Glover head, you just got your fucking Lieutenant Murtaugh. So now you just need your Martin Riggs. And it doubles. It could be the Predator 2 guy. Maybe in your universe, the Lieutenant Murtaugh is the one who fights Predator. You know? Make it your way. Sent you an image on IG. Let's check it out, bud. Oh shit. Okay. Well, that suit looks a little messy for because in Tango and Cash, Ray Tango was, I mean, clean cut. That suit was perfect. You know, it's like tailor made. So like that's why when you look at the Tombstone figure, to me, that it's perfect. The only issue is, like I said, that figure scale wise would be too big. It's even bigger than fucking the Legacy Deadpool Wolverine figure. So like standing side by side, it wouldn't look right because he's very beefy, the Tombstone figure. But if you give me that bodied suit shrunken down to a smaller size figure, maybe like I said, maybe they do Captain America in a suited body, or like Tony Stark in a better suited body. Like, because I looked at all the Marvel Legends suited bodies, even the MCU ones, and none of them will really work for Ray Tango. You might have to go another way with him, like maybe dress pants and like the t-shirt that he wears towards like the end, or when he goes to the house to change. What about Eddie Murphy from 48 Hours? I mean, you can get this suited body and just get like an Eddie Murphy head. You know who you use? You use Sam Jackson's Nick Fury from the Captain Marvel movie, that first one, because everything's already there. You don't have to paint anything. You just need to get the head and switch it out. So that would be the body I would use for 48 Hours, Eddie Murphy. If I was going to do that figure. But there ain't no more iconic Eddie Murphy figure than Axel Foley, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So I want the Detroit Lions jacket. I want the jeans. I want to even be able to put like a strap on his belt so I can slide the gun behind him, like how he always had it in the movie. He always tucked it into his jeans. I want to really chef's kiss on Axel Foley, because he's one of my all-time favorite characters in terms of Eddie Murphy's movies. But yeah, so I'm thinking about getting this obviously for Lieutenant Murtaugh as well. And Lieutenant Murtaugh, same deal, because he always wore suits in fucking Lethal Weapon. You just get Sam Jackson's figure from Captain Marvel, and I'm going to pop this head on that, and I got my Lieutenant Murtaugh. Sent you image for Cash. Oh, let's see this. Yes, 1,000 times yes. Jeff, the Wolverine with the motorcycle. It's either that Wolverine, if you want to do more of a cartoon look, although that Wolverine is short. But like we're all saying, the legacy Deadpool Wolverine, bro, the Hugh Jackman one, I think will work real well, like real well. He's like perfect kind of scale to Kurt Russell. I mean, Kurt Russell didn't really have a wife beater on in that movie. It was more like he wore t-shirts and just like a jacket. Like I said, they were trying to make him look like Martin Riggs. You could kind of tell. You could kind of tell it was just like they were trying at a cheap attempt at Lethal Weapon. Because even the music, you listen to the soundtrack, it was all saxophone. It was all the same. They were literally trying too hard. But I agree. That's a perfect for Cash. That's a good Casey Jones though. I didn't see that one in the suit. Is that best act? No, you said it's NECA, right? That's NECA, yeah. He needs bandanas. Who does? Oh, bananas. He needs bananas. Oh, Eddie Murphy for the banana in the tailpipe? I love that scene. He's like, we're not going to fall for the banana in the tailpipe. You're like, you're not going to fall for the banana in the tailpipe? You've been hanging out with this guy too long. This is a great movie. One more ASMR before I go back to work. That's brilliant too. But you know what? Here's my only issue with that. And as a I don't know which Die Hard movie you guys prefer. A lot of people prefer the first one or the third one, because the third one for me took place in New York, and I really know exactly where everything was when they were talking about all that shit. The exchange with all the money and shit. Die Hard 3 will always hold a special place in my heart. That if I made a John McClane figure, it would probably be Die Hard 3. So it would be a disgusting, dirty wife beater with tan khaki pants and brown shoes. And if you could get you know who would be good? The top half of Condor, the one with the Action Force points. So if you get the top half of Condor, and then you get like a regular, like, oh my God, holy fuck. You get top half of Condor, and then you get Doc's legs, and you put them together. You could have John McClane from Lethal Weapon 3. I mean, you'd obviously have to paint the shirt and shit, but you would have to do that. I would like that a lot. What about the suit in Moon Knight? Ooh, that's a good idea. The MCU one, right? Mr. Knight? That might actually work. Yeah, that could work, dude. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? No, it's not. Not to me. I know a lot of people consider it a movie, and if you do, that's fine. I do not consider it a fucking Christmas movie, because that party could have been any party. It could have been a retirement party. It could have been a 4th of July party. But it ain't a Christmas movie. You know what I just found out? I just found out that Paul Blart Mall Cop was a Thanksgiving movie. I don't know if anybody knew that. I didn't know that. My wife told me that yesterday when we were watching it. And that's a highly underrated movie. The second one was a pile of shit. We turned it off in 5 minutes, but the first one was very funny. First Blood, they both take place at Christmas. That's true. I don't consider them Christmas movies. Although to me, Bobby, I would consider them Christmas traditions. So like, if you watch Lethal Weapon and Die Hard every year at Christmas, I'm okay with that. Now, does that consider a Christmas movie to you? I guess, but to me, it doesn't. To me, it has to be centered around Christmas. Jingle All the Way. That's a Christmas movie. That's what I consider a Christmas movie. All those terrible Hallmark movies, those are Christmas movies, because it's centered around Christmas. That's, to me, what bases a Christmas movie. If it's just because Christmas is happening, Iron Man 3 is a Christmas movie. Because Iron Man 3 took place right around Christmas time, too. Or New Year's. It was like right around that same time. So at least that's my opinion. Obviously, you don't need to hear the opinion of a pothead. I'm just telling you. But these are the heads that are in my basket right now. My shopping cart, I mean, because these are like the customs that I got cooking up in my head, and I've been asking, and I appreciate Mikey all the feedback, and getting saying shut the fuck up, leave me alone. I got work to do. Because I have a custom question. I have this because I'm having these ideas that hit me, and I just want to fucking Iron Man 3 doesn't exist. The only reason I accept it and I like it is because I enjoy Shane Black's work. I love Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. I love Lethal Weapon. He wrote Lethal Weapon. He has a method. That's the same way. He made it a buddy cop. It's just him and Don Cheadle, essentially, him and a kid. It's just kind of the same shit. That's true. I'm not putting them all in one basket. I'm just spread it out a little bit, Jeff, or a little at a time. Yeah, that's also very true. They always take place at Christmas time because Kiss Kiss Bang Bang did too. I love it. Oh, basket case. But I love Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. That's one of my favorite movies. And when I watched Iron Man 3, I got a very Kiss Kiss Bang Bang vibe. You could tell. Let's go. Shane Black definitely directed this movie. I was trying to make the same joke. 8 Heads in a Duffel Bag. That's a classic movie, isn't that? 8 Heads in a Duffel Bag. Let's get back to work here. I'm going to draw some as many lines as I can. I'm going to try to finish this up, and then we're going to measure out the windows and shit. All right, let's get to work, huh? Oy. Okie dokie. Okay, so just keep it going, and let's get it done. Again, I appreciate everybody hanging out. You could be doing anything right now with you Thursday afternoon, but you're hanging out with me. I appreciate you for that. Like I said, the goal today is just to get the rest of these lines drawn and the windows framed out. Just I don't have to cut them out right now because I'm going to have to figure that out. But I just got to get them framed out as to where I'm going to put them exactly. And I'm going to bring this piece over there when I take my next break with the windows. And me and Mikey are going to figure out exactly where he would like them. Live on stream. Look at that. Doing client work live on stream too. God, I'm a busy boy. I'm such a busy boy. Okay. Come down some more. Like I said, I have a feeling that after I do these for Mikey, I'm going to do some for myself. It really, it's inspiring me. You know, I like looking over there and seeing all my figures, but I kind of like the idea of having like a cool, badass diorama shelf thing where it's like 4 or 5 dioramas stacked on top of each other. I think that would be a pretty cool setup, man. Who knows? This could be my next venture. So if anybody wants to, if this comes out good, Mikey gives me the thumbs up. You know, gives me the, as we call in the wrestling business, the nod. Not knobber, the nod, N-O-D. Then maybe I'll start offering this on the Etsy too. This might be the only commissions I do, like small shelf ones. I don't mind doing small shelf ones. I don't do big ones. I ain't doing those big ass dioramas for people. I can't stand doing them for myself. They take too much time. I appreciate all the kind words, all the congratulations, man. Thank you so much. Also, congrats to Tony's Figs, who also passed 1,000 subscribers. He deserves his flowers as well as grinding away. And any of you guys, all you guys that are grinding away, man, you'll get there. Just be consistent. That's the one thing I'm noticing. The consistency is key. Be consistent, but also be entertaining. Don't be boring. Don't be boring and don't copy somebody else's shit. Be original. You know, it doesn't. You can borrow. You know, you can. I don't want to say impersonate, because like I said, it's kind of like copying. But you can kind of like take people's inspiration from people's channels, kind of incorporate it into your own. Just you know, make it your own. Incorporate your personality, basically. And considering I know I've actually spoken to a lot of you guys personally, most of you all have personalities, so you have nothing to worry about there. Yes, I appreciate everybody catching the stream yesterday with Krusty Old Crow and 3-star draw. They hit me up at 7:45. I think Crow hit me up. He was like, Tony, buddy, in a pickle, need some help. I was like, brother, be honored. I love talking to those guys. The funny part, I told my wife, I was like, I'm going to go hang out with Krusty Old Crow and 3-star. She's like, go ahead. I was like, oh, shit. And to talk to Frostbite was awesome, too. Frostbite is also on my list for talking figures when we come back, when I bring that shit back. Because I'm talking figures on rest for a while. Just for a month or two. And when I come back, I already got a list of people that I want to speak with. So. But I want to focus my my attention on this kind of content for now because I miss doing this. And I think it's the scare of my health because my hand is fucked up and I don't know how much time I have left doing this stuff. So I kind of want to, stockpile it before it's too late. So that might be the method to my madness. I think I just fucking therapized myself just now. Live on stream. It beats talking to yourself, right? You know what's crazy is I don't know how Shane. I don't know how you do this with 7-foot buildings, bud. Not all superheroes wear capes, man. This is for my hand is already done. I don't know how the fuck you do this. It's like 4-foot, 5-foot buildings. Fucking A. I'm stucco and everything. Fuck bricks. It's stucco. Ugh, fuck. Here we go. Although, Shane, I had some ideas for skyscrapers. I don't know if have you considered making skyscrapers yet? Like with just windows? Because I'm like thinking my brain has been turned because I remember talking to Savage Land and Spider Boy 16. Because I said to Spider Boy too, especially with the stop motion and shit. I said, if you guys ever need anything, let me know. And both of them said city buildings. And I remember thinking to myself, like, well, everybody can just get like, your typical storefront, your bodega, your corner store, and shit like that, or like a regular brownstone building. But I noticed nobody ever tries to make, even if it's just the half, like you don't have to make the whole building, but just like the top half of like a skyscraper. And that's like my brain started kind of like, you start smoking, the creative juices start flowing. And I got some ideas that when I come back on the next smoke break, maybe we'll sit and talk, dude. But yeah, like that's where my head is at right now, currently in terms of city buildings. Like I don't want to make the typical brownstone looking building with just the bricks and a couple of these fucking windows. I want to make the skyscraper where it's all windows. Because I want to see how you can reflect light and shit off that, and how you can put light inside the building, make it light up like there's offices and shit like that. I think that'd be sick. You have Spider-Man on top of that, Batman on top of that shit. Right? And on top of your like diorama, because you already have all those buildings, so you put all those buildings around it. Whew, that might look sick, dude. I don't have the space for all those buildings. I wish I had that much space. I got a box in the garage right now. It's about I would have to say about 5 feet tall because it had like a plastic shelf in it. And as soon as I saw that, I immediately thought, if you wrap this and do certain things with it, you might not have to do much in terms of making a building. And like I said, I'm gonna tell you that in a second. Let me refocus my efforts on these lines. So if anybody's listening and wants to make dioramas, I tend to like to go cheap because although XPS foam is like $9 and $9.50 or $9.75 or some shit at Home Depot, they get pricey after a while, especially if you start buying in big ones like Shane is. Cardboard works, but you gotta there's methods to cardboard. You gotta be careful because cardboard warps very quickly. But I'm learning because I made a lot of dioramas out of cardboard now. And you wouldn't realize it because I've covered it up, but I've just used cardboard boxes. Like I don't just use like a cardboard front. The only time I use a cardboard front is if I get that heavy duty cardboard from Felix because he works at an auto body shop and I get like the car part boxes that are really heavy duty boxes. Who said that yesterday on the thing? Frostbite said Felix was my son. I almost fucking laughed my ass off. I said technically he is, because in terms of wrestling school, that's how I used to refer to your students. It's my son. You're basically taking responsibility for that person when they go in the ring. God forbid they hurt somebody, they come to you. I go, I thought you trained this motherfucker. Sometimes people lie. They say they got trained by people, but they fucking didn't. I was trained in 2 different aspects. I was trained pro wrestling in terms like actual moves and ring stuff was by Tony DeVito. A little bit by Mikey Whipwreck. And then in terms of the business and the running of stuff and promoting and being a booker, it was Mike Morgan of Ace Pro Wrestling. Gave me firsthand knowledge. I sat next to him, I watched him book his show, and then he watched me book my shows. In terms of production, I taught my fucking self. Because that was just from years of watching WWE, so I know how it's supposed to be filmed. Pencil's getting dull again. I mean, I guess at times you kind of wanted this dull because you're not ripping the foam, you're just kind of drawing into it. That's another thing. With this foam, you can draw into this so well, Shane. With XPS foam, if that pencil's too sharp, if that something's wrong, it'll start ripping the foam out and you'll rip a giant chunk out. That's happened so many times with that fucking wall over there. With the Castle Grayskull wall that I made. Get down one more time. Like I said, with shit like this, you just got to be fucking patient. It's so fucking irritating, but it was the only advice I can give dioramas. When someone's new to diorama making, and they're like, "What advice can you give me?" My first advice would be just know you're gonna fuck up and be patient. Because if you want bricks, you better learn patience because this is one of the most tedious fucking things to do. This is like Japanese water torture. You're making someone do the same fucking thing over and over and over again for hours. And then they got to do it all over again with a burner. So their hands start to burn. I do it. You want to talk torture, man? Like, fuck you. Oof, I almost fucked up. You almost saw that fuck up live on stream. Almost yelled and cursed. Does anybody order from Entertainment Earth? I think they're a little overpriced. Am I crazy in saying that? Like, especially their shipping. Like, fuck you. I haven't ordered one thing from them because of their shipping. Like, I always get to the cart. Like, you'll go on there and be like, oh shit, they got mad shit on sale. And then you'll fill up your cart or whatever, and then you'll go to it and you'll see the shipping and you'll be like, never mind. I only say that because I see the fucking thing came up on my computer for them, the notification. My hand is hurting. Mikey, thank God you only want 2 walls. Fucking Christ, man. I think I just broke the pencil. No, I didn't. All right. This sharpener sucks, man. I need a better sharpener. I did. I knew I was going to break the goddamn pencil. This pencil sharpener is only good for the brand pencils that come with the sharpener. Like any other pencil you put in here, it fucks it up. It's annoying. I have to go buy like one of those like old school, like those turn ones from school. Remember those ones from school? Those are the best. Fucking thing would turn that pencil into a goddamn weapon. Let me just see what my pencils are. Here they are. Like I said, these exact pencils. You have that same brand pencils. So fucking stupid. That's what I get for buying a 47-cent sharpener. It's like when you buy a product and it only their plug works. Can't use a universal one. That's when you're like, fuck all the way off, you C word. See you next Tuesday. All right, there you go. These are my favorite pencils. The green. Those are the best ones. In school, remember those are the Scantron? That's what I remember the most of those pencils. There you go. Everybody my age knows about the Scantrons. Rocco the Great's audience won't know about those. Everything's done on computers with his fucking audience. All those young guys. Let's keep this up. I'm actually almost at the finish line here. Yay. Yes, have some. This is the only reason I want a goddamn laser printer. I want a fucking glow forge. I want to burn these goddamn things in. I think you control the power of it, so I think it won't burn all the way through, but it'll burn all the lines for you. It'll at least speed this process up, and you can just sit there, smoke my weed, while my laser printer does all the work. Machines. I want a Simon Phoenix action figure now, guys. I've been thinking about it since we brought it up. And I like me and Savage Land. We're on the same kind of on the same wavelength with Marvel's Bone Breaker being in the Dreadnoughts. I saw his video where he's got them all set up, and I gotta agree, man. I like the Dreadnoughts because it's an army builder without being like a complete army, like where you're not buying like 10 of the same figure just to kind of build your army. You're building like a small biker gang army, and they all have individual personalities and characters. I kind of like that. I like that better than having like 12 Cobra Troopers and shit like that. You know, I like characters with their own personalities and shit like that. I think that's the pro wrestling in me. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like the typical army builder. So you have like, mad people like guards and shit like that. But I don't know. The biker gang idea I like. I know, like, Mikey isn't a big fan of the Dreadnoughts because it's kind of stupid in terms of like a military TV cartoon or whatever, or comic book. So like, why would a military force fight a fucking biker gang? But I just, in terms of like crossover appeal, like for like Marvel figures, DC figures, Batman especially, that biker gang is perfect, man. And I like that they're all individual personalities. I like now you have Road Pig, you have the big meathead of the group. If you get a couple wrestling figures, that they'll pair well with them as well. I saw Grievance got the Briscoe brothers, the ROH ones. They fit well with those guys. A couple of Undertaker figures will fit well with the Dreadnoughts. I know the recent Undertaker one they have where he's in street clothes. It's from when he fought AJ Styles. It has like the one Dead Man Show shirt, and he's got like the just a regular hat, and he's got like the leather pants with the gloves. He looks like he's a biker. You fit him right in with him. I'm keeping an eye out for that figure because I might get it. It's just like the Hogan in the camo from WCW. I got him with the GI Joes. He fits perfectly with them. I'm gonna get him a loadout from Action Force from Valaverse, and he's gonna be fucking perfect. He's basically my Thunder figure from Thunder in Paradise. I forget Hogan's name from Thunder in Paradise because I know Thunder was the boat. And by the way, when I talk to Ace from Ramen Toys, I'm going to say that, buddy, if you get in the boat game, you better make Thunder from Thunder in Paradise. Because I'll tell you right now, number one right here is pre-ordering that. I'm going to ask him about the 79 Thunderbird for the Bandit and the boat from Thunder in Paradise. You want to make sick fucking vehicles that no one will be like, what? And could fly under the radar because I don't think anybody will fuck with him in terms of legal shit with Thunder in Paradise because who the fuck knows that show? If anybody watched Thunder in Paradise, you know what I'm talking about. That boat was the shit. A great Hulk Hogan fucking show from 1993 or whatever, 94. It was 93 because 94 he signed with WCW by then. But then it was hitting like, because I think he was doing both at that point because it was just hitting TV. Because I had a couple of movies. That's how Hogan did it. Hogan would make straight to TV movies, and then they would become TV series. I just remember seeing that show, and then when they put Sting on as the main bad guy, that's when I was like, yep. I don't know how much longer this show's got. They weren't putting like good bad guys. And I just loved the stealth boat. Like it was just such a funny concept. Like it was, it was like someone there invited Hogan to the studio and was like, we want to make Airwolf, but in the sea, Like we're going to make Knight Rider, but in the ocean. And guess who's going to be Michael Knight? They probably pointed Hogan in the chest. And Hogan's like, brother, that works out for me, dude. I'm in, brother. I'm about to sign this WCW deal, and I'll work right down here at MGM Studios, man. Get Brother Brudeye on the show. And Vader. And Ric Flair, dude. Hell, might even make Sting the bad guy, brother. Come on down. Fucking Hogan. God damn it. My pencils are breaking. The sharpener sucks. I guess I'm going to buy a sharpener live on stream. This sharpener literally just eats the pencil down to nothing. So I'm definitely going to buy a new pencil sharpener live on stream. That's the problem. Pencil shavings get stuck inside this fucking thing. Because whoever did, again, 47-cent pencil sharpener. I have nobody to blame but myself. But it's like mad shit stuck in there. Hold on. Let me get a little metal piece in my little thing right here. There you go. That's why it keeps breaking everything. It was pencil shavings blocking the fucking thing. Just give me a goddamn tip without breaking the fucking pencil. Okay. I mean, what other cool boats could you make? You know? Like, in terms of, like, that's not G.I. Joe related. So don't start naming, like, the Stingray and the Hopalong and all this other shit, because I don't know none of those boats. I'm saying, like, in terms of TV. Like, the only other boats I know are Batman boats. What other show had cool boats? And I'm shocked Ramen Toys hasn't made a kit. Were they planning to? That's another car I'm surprised that hasn't been made yet. Hey, we're almost done. Okay. Fucking A. Drawing 15 lines per thing. Oof. My hand is fucked. It was nice to know you. Okay. I'll come back and read all those comments in a second. I'm almost done here. I apologize. Neglecting the chat. But I don't think I have to come back over here after this. Because we're gonna frame the windows out over there by you. So I just gotta finish this. And I can just leave this one done. Because like I said, I'm gonna cut these out so they sit right on top of the sidewalk or street. Okay, there you go. Boojakasha. Let me just... Let me sharpen it one more time. Yeah. These pencils, I think, are a little bit bigger than that one. So they just fit perfectly in the way they sharpen. Okay, There you go. All right. Let's take the windows over. Metal ruler. Okie dokie, boys. Okie dokies. All right. Okie dokie. I'm back now. Here we go. Let's get caught up on chat. Let's see. Hey, Woody's here. What's up, bud? Hope you're enjoying your vacation still. Hanging out. Ace teased kit. Ooh. All right. All right. I'm liking that. Like I said, how come Miami Vice boat? I like where these two gentlemen's heads are at. You want a semi-trailer? Jesus. And on the cliffhanger with that one, the characters was Michael Knights. Yeah. Huh. Ooh. Okay. The bat boat. Like I said, bat boats are all I could think about other than Thunder in Paradise. What about the suck my weight from Great Outdoors? Hey, Mr. Mad Gus announced. What's up, bud? I've seen people use... Oh, I've never seen that before. The Orca? What's the Orca? I want somebody to make all the vehicles from Idiocracy. The most important is the... Hey, Samuel Edwards. What's up, bud? Hope you're okay. The SS Minnow. He could make a kit for the racer so people could make a Daytona. Ooh. The Lotus that turns into a submarine from James Bond, which I guess is a mask vehicle. That'd be sick, too. I'd be sick. I'd be okay with that James Bond shit. Hell yeah. From that John Cusack movie. I don't know what movie that is, if anybody knows. So we're going to keep looking down. Somebody made the boat from Jaws and it turned out dope. I wonder what that is. The Orca is the boat from Jaws. Okay. Thank you, my man. I appreciate you. You're so smart. You're like Encyclopedia Britannica. Can I call you Encyclopedia Jeff Attica? Is that okay? Because you know so much. You're a wise man, Jeff. For anybody wondering, this is the Danny Glover head that I'm going to buy for my Lieutenant Murtaugh action figure that I'm going to be making because I got to make Martin Riggs and Lieutenant Murtaugh. Who else did they have? I want to have this other guy. Or is this Shane Black? Which one is this guy? I don't know these actors from the Predator movies. You know? Where's Jesse? Oh, there he is. I don't have time to bleed. Good old Jesse the Body Ventura. Although I assume now that he signed a Legends deal with WWE, so expect your Jesse the Body Ventura action figures very soon. They'll definitely be piping those out down the pipeline soon now that he signed a Legends deal. That's why they're signing all these guys to Legends deals, so that they can get a lot of merchandising out of them, like action figures and stuff, because they want to make like all these Ultimates. They want to make like Legends, a lot of Legends and shit, I noticed. So now that he's signed, get ready. So you might not need these 3D printed Jesse the Body heads. You might just be able to, when the action figures start dropping. Like I'm almost willing to bet dollars to donuts you'll get a Jesse the Body Ultimates figure, like without question. On a shelf display in 1980, something in the supermarket saying you must. Facts, dude. Oh, goodness gracious. Well, I'm going to take a couple hits of weed. And then I'm going to buy a pencil sharpener because this one sucks balls. And then, Mikey, what I'm going to do is put this up. And me and you are going to decide where on this wall you would like your windows. I'm going to give you 2. These were given to me by Loki Wartooth. I appreciate you, Loki. Thank you so much. And I'm graciously and happily going to put these into Mikey's factory dioramas. Also, we're going to talk a little bit. Do you want these boarded up, or do you want them to just be actual windows? You want me to put glass on them? And by I mean glass, I mean clear plastic. Or would you prefer like boarded up on top of? So you tell me, bud. But we're going to figure that out in a second. Also, where you want to put the door. Do you want the door in the center or off to the side? We're going to figure that out in a second. But yeah, they need a Billy Graham figure. I think they made a superstar Billy Graham figure a while back. I think he was an elite. So I mean, I'm assuming because they're. I noticed they're switching over. They're making a lot of these Ultimates figures, and it's like a legend, and then a current star. And to be quite honest with you, if I want to start collecting wrestling figures, it's going to be the Ultimates because they articulate a lot better, and you get a lot of accessories like hands, like extra heads, and like whatever cool shit they came with, whether it's a robe, a T-shirt. It's all cloth good stuff. So I'm definitely going to start looking into the Ultimates. But I got a few of them already. Like I got that Shawn Michaels. I got both of them because they're fucking. It's the Heartbreak Kid. I got the Bret Hart in pink. I didn't get the one in black. Toy Games beat me to the punch, but I got the one in pink, so I'm happy about that. Yes, as all of us are, Nico. I'm glad everybody who went through the storm is okay right now. Yes, thank you so much, Nico. Yes, EVA foam is the best. Like you could spray paint this shit. Like I'm gonna go to the store and I'm gonna buy Plasti Dip. But first, I'm gonna take the burn tool and I'm gonna burn all these lines in so they're deeper and wider so that I can fill it with spackling. And then I'm gonna paint it, paint the bricks red, and I'm gonna go different shades of red and shit like that, so it has like a nice contrast on it, and it'll stand out. And with the windows and shit, like I said, I got these lovely 3D printed windows. They're just thrown in a box of cool shit that Loki Wartooth sent me. I'm gonna pop those in there for him, and then I'm gonna frame the door out and make it for him. And then the street, in terms of the flooring for this, I'm just gonna paint it with Plasti Dip, because Plasti Dip, it just covers the foam in like a rubberized coating, but it also gives a texture kind of like asphalt. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna, just for shits and gigs, I'm gonna cut a hole out and put a manhole in the middle. So if I can find all the Power Rangers for you, Tony, would you trade a Dio for them? That would have a piece of your art. Probably, but I'd have to, like, bricks are. We would have to discuss what you would want, but we could figure that out. But yeah, I will discuss that, dude. I'm open to that. They've been releasing the movie figs. Maybe they give us that'd be hard because I don't know if they have to pay the studio for that stuff, but I would love that if they did it for us, because I'm still looking for the Roddy Piper from They Live. I could see him on Macari. He's a little overpriced, but it might be worth it just to have, because I want that Piper in my classified collection. I think he'll work well with them, because they scale the WWE figures well. The WWE figures scale pretty much to their actual heights. So if a wrestler like Roddy Piper, for instance, is 6'1", the figure is 6 inch, like 6.1 inches. They scale the figure correctly to their actual heights. So a WWE Piper figure would be pretty good in your classified collection, especially if you get that particular one. What was his name? John Nada or some shit. I wish they would bring back all the cool accessories. WWE figures had big bumpers, ladders. Yeah, but you know what? Now they sell it all in the play sets. Like, they'll have ladder match play set. You'll have all that shit with that. That's what they did. They did it the smart way. You just go to Ringside Collectibles, bro, and just get the box that has all that shit in it. That's what I do now. I just go to Ringside Collectibles and get all that shit secondary, because it's the same shit. And it's much cheaper at Ringside Collectibles, and you get more of it. Ooh, I sent you some more links. Oh, good. Look at this. JMK. Closing it. Oh, my man here. Okay. So we got some heads here. Thanks for the heads, Mikey. Oh, my goodness. All right. So let's share some screens here. What do you say? Share screen. Share screen. I'll try this one. Now, this is another set of Predator heads that Mikey so graciously sent me. We'll take a look at these. I hope are you guys cool with this kind of content? Because I'm going to be doing a lot more of these during the week, during the afternoons and shit like that. So if you guys got nothing to do during the day, I hope you're okay with this because I'm looking to do these a lot more. That's Jesse the Body. I like that one better. Yeah. Yeah. See, I want this guy too. In the trees. I remember that guy. He just went nuts with the fucking gun. That Carl Weathers is good too with the hat. I like that one too. I like them both, so you can have them both. But I like that one. That other one that I saw that you have kind of looks more like he looks more like Apollo Creed than Dylan. This one looks perfectly like Dylan. And I like this guy, the Native American dude. It's a shame that he did all that cool shit. He carved the shit into his chest, and then you don't even see him die. Mad Gus, I can tell you right now how to make a dumpster if you'd like, out of a cardboard box, which you just circled me back to what I was talking about. The cardboard box that I got, it's this giant, like I said, 5 foot tall, maybe 4.5 foot tall cardboard box that had a bunch of like it was a shelving unit inside of it. And what I was thinking about doing was taking some balsa wood or some dowel, like square dowel sticks, and taking aluminum foil and wrapping the entire box in aluminum foil, and then taking the dowel sticks and framing it out. So it kind of looks, and I mean this with all respect, obviously as a New Yorker, but kind of making it look like one of the original World Trade Center buildings, because that's kind of how it looked. It had like a bunch of metal with just the windows. But you could also just kind of just cover it in aluminum foil and see that, and this is what I'm trying to figure out now, because you need something else so you get like a sheen on it, so you get like a reflective, like a window pane, and maybe make it look like the Chrysler Building and shit like that. But dumpsters, you just get a small cardboard box, dude, and you can cut it up and figure it out, and then you can make all the components and make the. I did it already out of a cardboard box, and it looked pretty good. So if you don't want to spend the money on a plastic one, and you want like a bigger, because I made a bigger one that you could fit WWE figures into, because some of those ringside collectible dumpsters you can't really fit wrestlers into. But yeah, Piper was brought in as an Iron Grenader, so he totally works. That is absolutely true. The one on the action figure for G.I. Joe, though, he was wearing his kilt, if I'm not mistaken. And if you get the Piper Ultimates figure, where he's wearing the WCW icon shirt with the leather jacket and the kilt, I mean, that looks like your Iron Grenadier. So, I mean, at least that one, I don't know. But if you want one more like kind of more realistic, I would get the John Nada one with the jeans and everything. Maybe put a cool like vest on him and shit like that. But yeah. He sent me another link. Let's check that one out too. This one has oh my goodness gracious. This one just has like just a bunch of heads. Can I get close? Hold on, so I'm gonna share this screen next. We'll share this screen. There we go. So this one is just basically like pick your poison, essentially, as you can see. Somebody tell Mikey I need the rest of the numbers to his car, please. So it looks here like they got different Sylvester Stallone heads, as you can see. So this is Stallone in the Expendables right here, next to Rambo in the middle. Then you got Rocky. You got JCVD, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Danny Glover. That's Murtaugh. You motherfucker. Look at this. Steven Seagal. Being able to fly on set is hard because everybody has to believe in you. I don't know if anybody ever saw that Will Sasso Mad TV skit about Steven Seagal. Mr. T, Daniel Craig, Bruce Willis. So, oh my goodness gracious. Who is making all these fucking heads? That's a great Old Man Logan head. But you don't really need that. Wesley Snipes right there. Bang. Blade comic. Wesley Snipes Blade. Give me Wesley Snipes Simon Phoenix. I'm buying that. You motherfucker. Bruce Lee, Scarface, Mel Gibson, but that's like an older Mel Gibson. I want fucking give me mullet Mel Gibson, and then I'll get it. I want Martin Riggs Mel Gibson. Wouldn't mind a Daniel Craig head. That's an absolute fact because you need to make a good James Bond. And I think he's the best James Bond. Although I do like Pierce Brosnan. You can get a Nicolas Cage head. Matt Damon. A Neo Matrix head. Star-Lord. Agent Smith. Vladimir. I don't know who Vladimir is. Is that Vladimir Putin? El Presidente. Obama. That's great. I would get an Obama head. And this Donald Trump head. I might get them all. And Vladimir. I get them all because it's good to have. If you're going to use like realistic, like current events in your shit. That Steven Seagal head is scary. Like, the likeness is dead on. That likeness is dead on. It's funny. Gunner, I guess, is Dolph Lundgren. You got JCVD from Kickboxer. That's funny. Oh, Jason Statham. All right, I'm Jason Statham. You got my head right here. Print it out and put it on a suited body. I'll drive you wherever you want to go. I'm Jason Statham. I'm a little baked. Great stuff, Mikey. Great stuff. I have to get that Bruce Willis head for sure. That might be my John McClane right there. Might have to do that. Is Dolph Lundgren there? Yes, he is, Mad Gus. He's right here. It's Gunner. Gunner is his name in the Expendables. So right where my icon is, that's the only head I see of his. See a bunch of John Wicks. I see Kyle Reese. I see Steven Seagal. I see 3 different Stallone heads: Rocky, Rambo, Expendables. Although I guess the Expendable one could be used for Ray Tango because the Rocky one doesn't look right. The Rocky one, he looks more like T-1000. Like right here, if you look at this, right where my icon is, that looks like Robert Patrick. That definitely doesn't look like Stallone. That's a shitty John Connor. I guess that's from a movie or some shit else. It's like look right here. This is T-1000 right here where my icon is, but the Stallone head looks more like him than this. The Stallone head looks like him when he's in the metal form. Like he's about to turn into Robert Patrick. I like they got Lieutenant Murtaugh, but I don't like the fact they only have an old Mel Gibson head. I don't like that one bit. Got a lot of Jean-Claude Van Damme heads. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. They got another Dolph Lundgren head right here. A Universal Soldier. He's a Universal Soldier, Dolph, dude. So, you guys looking for custom figures, man. Like I said, these are the figures that you should be like looking to custom. Don't get me wrong. Of course, you want to make a couple other G.I. Joes in your collection, but like to me, making stuff like this, like no one else is going to make these certain kind of figures. And if you make it to your kind of specifications, how you want it, I think the guy that played Punisher and Firefly would be a good head. Okay, you're talking about Frank Grillo. Yeah, Frank Grillo. Who the Master? Kiss My Converse. That's a great fucking movie, too. I don't see Shonuff in here. Is he here? If he was here, I'd get that head, too. That Mr. T head isn't bad, but I think but everybody's using the Ultimates Mr. T is the smarter play. Because you're sure you don't have to paint anything and do anything. And what's this? Toy Gains saw a recipe online where you take Angel Ortiz from AEW, the overall one, and you buy a red, like one of those red, like long sleeve shirts for action figures, and you put it on Ortiz, and then you literally put the chains and then Mr. T's head. You don't even have to paint the figure. Like that's how Gaines had it. It was when I saw it, I couldn't believe how good it looked, and Gaines didn't do anything to it. Ray Stevenson is great too. Yeah, Ray Stevenson had a bunch of. His last part was in that Star Wars thing, right? Ahsoka, where he played the Jedi, and he played the fat guy from the Warriors 3, Lady Sif in the Warriors 3. He was the fat dude in Thor. But Ray Stevenson is great too. Yeah, man. Great collection of heads, dude. Man, there's more. There's more to choose from. Holy shit. Let's keep this train going. All right, so you got Clint Eastwood. Who the fuck wouldn't want a Dirty Harry? Right? So he's got Clint Eastwood Dirty Harry. They got Danny Machete, but that's I guess that's Danny Trejo with the hair in a ponytail, not down. I got the one with the hair down. Sean Connery, that's awesome. Mark Wahlberg. I can't believe I'm an action figure. Say hello to your mother for me, will you? Oh my God, I can't believe it. You made me a freaking action figure. Oh. Where's my fucking lighter? Oh my God, look at it. Everybody. Oh my God, I'm an action figure. I'm right here. In the corner. Say hello to your mother for me, will you? Rucker Hauer. Jesus Christ. Henry Cavill as Man of Steel. What are these heads? What do they fit? Can you pick, I guess? Because who's this dude with the long hair? Winter Soldier Endgame. Okay, so that's Sebastian Stan. I like this young He-Man head. You got some Arnie heads. You got Leonardo DiCaprio, very young. Jeremy Irons. Oh my goodness gracious! You can make the bad guy from Lethal Weapon 3. Oh, I always forget Jeremy Irons' name in that movie. Oh fuck! But that's hell yeah! I would love to do that. Brad Pitt, this long hair. He was another fucking guy I wouldn't mind making a custom of. Solid Snake. If anybody is into Metal Gear Solid. Jesse Pinkman. Why the fuck would you want to make Jesse Pinkman? God, he was so annoying in that movie. I'd make Walter White. He's right here. And I even make Hank Skinner. Or Hank, what is it? Sharpter, whatever his name is. Willem Dafoe. Fucking A, right. Man. Look at this. Got so much shit to choose from. Nick Fury, Sam Jackson, Don Cheadle. Punisher Warzone. There you go. They got Ray Stevenson's heads right here. Right where my icon is. I wanted to ask about Clint, but I thought it was a scratch. But there's not. No female heads. Let's see. There's more heads to choose from, Mad Gus. So we'll look. It's got some Tom Holland. They got this right here where my thing is, where my icon is. It says bald dude. Don't lie. That's Howard Finkel. That's the goddamn Fink. Tom Hanks. I might have to get a Tom Hanks. You good because you put Tom Hanks right on a suited body, and you got yourself a CIA agent or a fucking SHIELD field agent immediately. Same thing with Clint Eastwood and Sean Connery. So for those heads, like I might make a list of those kinds of heads. Charlton Heston. That's great. I don't understand why you would want to print a Mark Ruffalo head when you can just get the Hulk figure. But Mad Gus, the way it's looking, I'm not seeing any female heads here, but I'm sure he might have them. There you go. There's one right here. It says Yelena. Then you have Winona Ryder here. But I think that's... Oh, my God. They got Bolo Young. Oh, shit. That's fucking awesome. Might have to get that for sure. Mikey, that's a challenge for you. If you had to make Bolo from fucking... from Bloodsport, who would you use? Put that Fink on a jacked body. Exactly. Now coming to the ring to kick your ass, me. That's a great Jack Nicholson head, too, from The Shining. That's sick, dude. They got a little bit of Michael J. Fox. Fucking Christopher Lloyd. Great Scott. Ghostbusters. Did I get a text message? I just heard my phone vibrate. Yeah. Oh, shit, it's Felix. Okay. Oh, can I do this podcast at your house? Starts at 7 p.m. I'll discuss. Yeah, sure. Always got to help people out, man. Good stuff. Great stuff, Mikey. Holy shit, is this good? So we got a lot of cool stuff to choose from, right? Oh, now look at this. Fucking... All right. I see what you're cooking. Rollkeeper sent me a link, so let's check out Rollkeeper's link here. Hold on. And then we'll go over. I'll show fucking Jeff's if anybody's interested in seeing those things. Just say Ray Stevenson was Firefly and Punisher. Laugh in my ass. So if you're baked, but so am I. Oh, I see what you're talking about. Okay. All right. He played Firefly in G.I. Joe. Oh, okay. I now remember what you're talking about. You know what, boys? I completely negate that G.I. Joe movie. Like I mean, it was so bad. It was so bad that I completely blocked that movie out. Let me share Roll Keeper. Roll Keeper sent me this lovely little thing. Boom, of Simon Phoenix head. This now is Spartan, as he was saying just now. Spartan 118. Big Cartel head has bigger, better picks and individual listings than Etsy store. So there you go. So come on over here to Spartan 118's website, and you can get what you need. You can get it painted or unpainted. So I'm assuming painted is 30, okay, and unpainted is 7 or 11. $11. Not bad. And you got all your choices right here. Female heads. Let's check them out, boys. And there you go. Anna Diarmas, Duya Lipa, whatever the fuck her name is. This just says Siberia. Cara Delevingne. Valeria Richards. I don't know who any of these actresses, PR people are. I'm just reading the names. The only one I know is Winona Ryder and Sigourney Weaver. I'm old as shit. I agree with this, Bobby Walt. The Rock was a terrible choice. It was such a terrible movie. Such a terrible movie. That, by the way, Jeff, I saw that joke. That is fucking hilarious. Oh my goodness. You got a little bit of Mulder and Scully action right here. I assume you guys can read the heads, right? Jodie Foster. So you got some things to choose from here, Mad Gus, if you were looking. Spartan 118. Spartan118.bigcartel.com/category/female. Let's see if there was anything. Let's go to movies. Do they have movies? Movie stars. Let's go. All right. So let's see. All right. That's hilarious. Lincoln Osiris. How many people would get that head? That Tommy Lee Jones head I'd get. For sure. Jake Gyllenhaal from Prince of Persia. I mean, I don't understand why you would want Prince of Persia, but Gerard Butler. Timothy Dalton. Hell yeah. I would buy that in a heartbeat. Maybe buy all of them and make all the James Bonds. What are you saying? What do you think? Right? Yeah, Yojo Jabroni. That's a fact. Fox is going to be at Rhode Island Comic Con. I think they all might be, Woody. My wife looked it up. There's like a deal you can hang out with Christopher Lloyd and him, but it's very expensive. But I think they're both going to be there. I like this too. This Javier Bardem from No Country for Old Men. Like I said, Bolo Young. The mustache dude. I don't know. That guy looks like the dude from Tacoma FD. Jack Nicholson's great. Vito Corleone. That's great if you're building my mafia. Bo and Luke Duke. Hell fucking yeah. Jason Clarke. I don't know who the fuck that is. Aaron Eckhart or fucking Harvey Dent from The Dark Knight. Guy Pearce. Navy SEAL guy. I like that name. Kevin Spacey. Hulk Hogan, dude. Hulk Hogan, brother. Old Man Dutch. I like this. Old Hunter Dutch. That's good. That old Arnold Schwarzenegger. And it's right on a Action Force body. That's pretty cool, man. You guys are sick, dude. You guys are sick. There you go. A little Kurt Russell action. Young Conan. Mulder. Colin Farrell. Al Pacino. Come on, buy my action figure. Saul Goodman. That's pretty good. I like Mike from Breaking Bad. Ed Norton. I assume this is the dude from all the samurai movies. I can't say his name, and I'm not going to butcher it. How the fuck would you want an Elon Musk figure? That's an awesome fucking Ron Perlman figure, though. I would definitely get something like that. You're going to have to strap him into the seat, essentially, right? Yeah, what's that fucking guy's name, Mad Gus? He's in the fucking that little faction now with Bray Wyatt's brother. I know exactly who you're talking about. Rollkeeper probably knows his name. I always forget that fucking guy's name. He had the crazy eyes and he would just like look like a serial killer. Forgot his name. But yes, he does look like that. Oh, it's Michael Caine. Scott Bakula. That's great. Dexter Loomis. Thank you, Rollkeeper. There it is. There it is, Mad Gus. Dexter Loomis. Billy Russo from the Punisher movie. TV show. I'm sorry, take that back. Good Chuck Norris Delta Force figure ahead. Anybody thinking about making Chuck Norris? We always talk about how they don't have a Chuck Norris figure, which is crazy. He used to be with that chick. Is there a Will Smith head on that side? I haven't seen him yet, Woody. We're going to keep looking. I think it's... I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't. I mean, they got Magnum P.I. They got Tom Selleck, Charles Bronson. So they would have to fuck him. I would assume they'd have to have Will Smith. They got Jamie Foxx. And what is this guy's name? This is the dude from Guardians of the Galaxy. So they got those two. I would assume they'd have to have. They got fucking Forrest Gump. So they'd have to have Will Smith, right? They got Morgan Freeman. They all look like Pez dispensers right now. I don't know if anybody else noticed that. They got so many fucking actors' heads. God damn, this is crazy. They got the head dudes from Prison Break. There's Frank Grillo. Anybody for somebody who's looking for him. I want O Diddy. Jesus Christ, bud. It comes with a bunch of baby oil. Henry Cavill with the mustache. I like the Thor heads, like the different hairstyles. Oh, see, it says Finkel. Boom, Howard Finkel. I knew it. And Dr. Phil. No, it's Howard Finkel. It's not Mean Gene Okerlund. That's Howard Finkel. Fuck off. Look at me. I'm Mark Wahlberg. I'm an action figure. I can't believe it. Look at me. Terry Crews is here as well. Oh my God, Clint. Ryan Gosling. That's good. Maybe have a driver figure. Oh my goodness gracious. This says Bridget Nielsen. Ash, Bruce Campbell. That's awesome. George Clooney. Charlize Theron from Old Guard. Got a lot of cool heads, man. They got Wesley Snipes from The Expendables. They got Mac from Predator, Bill Duke, MJ, Michael Jordan, of course, Michael B. Jordan. They got Murphy or Peter Weller. They fucking got Mr. Bean, but I still don't see Will Smith, Woody. What the fudge? John Winchester. That's great. Jeffrey Dean Morgan. All these fights, crazy. All these heads. I wonder how long it takes them to like sculpt these heads and shit. Like, I mean, what do you got to look at? I guess you got to look at a picture and kind of sculpt it like you would do clay, just do it in 3D. Right? Kind of figured it out myself. I didn't really need anybody to explain it to me. Huh? Some of the paint jobs, I got to be quite honest with you, I'm not really liking them. Some of them look good. Others, I'm not really impressed with. This Dread Stallone head, that might work for Ray Tango. Mikey, I think we found our Ray Tango head. So if I had to pick a head to make, it says this one, the 112 version works best with G.I. Joe Classified and Marvel Legends. I can't guarantee they'll look good on other 112, and I haven't tried them. Okay, so he can't guarantee you that if you put it on like a Jada Toys, it'll look good or whatever like that, but I'm not going to do that anyway, so it would be Marvel Legends or Classified anyway. So, all right. But you only get this at a 118 scale, unfortunately. They don't have it at a 112. Probably sold out. A lot of Nicolas Cage, too. Mel Gibson, but like I said, I want the mullet Gibson. A lot of stuff here, man. And that's it, man. Some of the pics are old. His painting has gotten much better over time. All right, so this is like some of his old work, because I went all the way back to the beginning. All the way back to the last shit here. Yeah, see, so he's got like, I just selected DC Universe, and now you got everybody here. That is from like Batman Begins and shit like that. I like this Deathstroke head. That's really good. His painting has gotten better. So if you look at these, you can tell these are all much better. They got like a whole Walking Dead section. That's pretty good, man. Yeah, I can make glasses for him too, like I did for Chaz 118 Skin Jensen from the Lose. Okay, so there you go. So that rectangle head would work, but it's 118. I need it for 112. But at least we know it's out there, so we just got to find it. Well, you see everybody trashing that new fucking Joker movie. Has anybody in the chat seen that shit? I mean, mad people are trashing that shit, saying it's the worst. I'm not surprised. Like I said, that first one could have just been named Harold. You didn't need to name that Joker. That movie didn't need a second one. Yo, Jay Gonzo, what's up, bud? How you doing, man? Hope you're having a great Thursday afternoon. Just hanging out. I got some stuff done. We're about to... All right, so now that's 2 reviews right here. It blows. Yeah, man, I'm not surprised. Lady Gaga, enough said. Yeah, I'm not surprised that it was dog shit. That doesn't shock me at all. I brought that thing over there to clean out my pencil sharpener, and I left it over there. So was it all Lady Gaga's fault, or was the movie just dog shit? Because that's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm just assuming, because I was reading a bunch of like reviews, and it's saying that like that the movie itself was just kind of shitty. The writing was shitty. It was lazy. It wasn't that good. He lists the numbers when I first ordered. Let's see. I specify the number. Okay. All right. So you basically got to say like 367 Aaron Eckhart or whatever, and then he'll know which head you're talking about. I guess is that what you're referring to, Mikey? I'm good. I don't need to watch it, Nico. I'll take your word for it. I totally do not give a shit about that movie. Hey, Real Grievance in the house. What's up, bud? Hope you're having a good Thursday. Hope you're having a relaxing day, man. But Mikey, since you're in here, let's figure some shit out, bud. And turn on this light. This light might have died. Oh, no, it's still good. So let's make it a little brighter. So make it a little brighter. Put it right here. And so there you go. It's this, and basically crumbles the first movie. I'm not surprised, man. I'm really not fucking surprised, because they were saying like Todd Phillips didn't even want to make the fucking movie along with Joaquin Phoenix. They didn't want to make the second movie. If Joaquin Phoenix was going to Disney, why couldn't he just Space Camp featuring launches in? I don't know, because like I said, because they considered it a DC movie. That's why they made a stupid sequel. So, Mikey, we're gonna make my video grow. Okay. So as you can see, this is our canvas that we're working with. It's your little window. You're gonna have 2 of them. You said you wanted them higher up, correct? So at this top piece where you don't see any lines drawn, this is going to be your trim. So do you want it this high, like only maybe 2 lines under the trim, or do you want it 4 lines under the trim, or 3 lines under the trim? Let's do 3 lines. Let's say, do you like it there, right? Or do you want it up 1? So it's only two bricks. You tell me. So do you want them that high, or do you want it a little lower? It's only it's a difference of 1 inch. So you let me know, and then we'll center. You want them centered, I assume, correct? Like, spaced evenly, and then kind of given like enough space, I assume, right? Now I'm not going to offset them and make them weird. So let me know. I'm awaiting your response. But yeah, man, that's what we got cooking up right now. I'm just gonna cut this out as soon as the Hellboy movie sucked too. Instant no without Ron Perlman. Well, which higher for sure? All right, you got it, bud. I'm gonna start doing it now. Were you referring to the new one that I just saw, like with the no name dude, or are you referring to the one with David Arbor? Because that one sucked. That one was not good either. But yes, I will do that now, bud. So we're gonna just turn my camera down. I got a little bit of a mess here, so please don't judge me because I didn't clean up all my shit from yesterday. Still got all this Action Force accessories over there. Move this down a little bit. All right. All right. Here we go. Take your piece here. We'll just turn this down so you can kind of see what I'm doing. It's right here. Back my laptop out the way. My microphone so I can kind of get it flat. There you go. All right. So, trusty metal ruler. And let's see. So this is 13 in. This is 15 inches, right? 15 deep. So, all right. So maybe I'll go in 2.5 inches on the ends. Okay, so you want them that high, and this is actually perfect because I can set it up right here. And kind of square the ruler on top like this, how I am, and then I'm going to take my windows and come in 2.5 inches. 2.5 inches. Boom. So there you go. There's one window. That's where one window's going to sit. And then we're going to sit. I'm going to sit the second window in right now on this side at 2.5 inches. Boom. So there's your windows. Now I'm going to put them. I'm now basically just going to draw a square out. I'm going to cut it out. I'm even going to, if I can get this out without ripping the foam, Mikey, I'm going to send it to you too. So if you want to just have little brick patterns, you have them. You can use them with your stuff. So, can you do a lip up on the top for like a roof? I'm already working on that, but I got the trim right here behind me. I'll show you right now, Megas. Give me a second. I'll go get it. I can't lay it down because I didn't cut it to the size yet, but I'll show you. At Home Depot in the molding section, if you at the end of my aisle, they have like little fucking molding. So this has a lip, and I'm gonna literally put it right here on top. So it's gonna go right there on top. So this is gonna act as I basically look at it this way. Like if he sets it on a shelf, it's gonna be like maybe it's the next floor. So like if the building was set up, they'd have like sections, or it's the lip of the roof. Nice. Yeah, but I always my favorite part is this part, is putting the windows in, putting the trim. Like for instance, I'm gonna put trim here. I'm gonna probably run some I don't know where exactly I'm gonna run the piping, like in terms of like where it's gonna go. So I don't know if I want to run it maybe down the middle. I might run maybe 2 here and one on either side. Someone suggested a fire escape. That's a great fucking idea. I have a couple of like broken version ones, like that. Loki Wartooth sent me them, but I think they didn't fully print or they kind of broke. But you could put one in front of a window. It might fit in front of this window perfectly, but it didn't finish. It doesn't go all the way around. It's only one side. So I wasn't going to add that part. And plus, like I said, I'm going to add just a bunch of piping and shit. You don't need all that stuff on there. But yeah, so let me just draw this out real quick just so I have windows. And then I'm going to grab my knife and try to cut it out. I'm going to try to cut it all the way through. So this way, if you ever want to shine light behind Mikey, you can. But I don't really have to because I think... Well, yeah, no, I might. Yeah, I have to. I have to because this is too thick. Yeah, this is too thick, so I'll just remeasure that in a second. This is 2.5 inches in. The line is pretty straight, man. It's pretty good. Let me just turn it sideways. It might be easier to go this way with it. This way I can make sure it's lined up perfectly. This way, the straight line here at the top, it's already there for me. I don't have to worry about it. And because this is so perfectly even, these two lines are perfect. So all I got to do is just go right up the sides. So my handy dandy pencil. Move my laptop a little further, push this a little bit more, maybe angle it. There you go. Like I said, hold it down, draw it up to that line. It actually works out perfectly because it's kind of matched up with the other lines. So boom and boom. Saying now we come up, and I will show you the result. See, now those are my cut lines. Then I'm going to cut the window out, and it'll fit in there perfectly. The hardest part is going to be cutting through this. So it's really just going to be having to cut, and pop fucking through until it finally gets through. So I break on through to the other side, if you will. The words of Kevin Nash. Break on through to the other side. That's what he told DDP to do when he wanted to join the NWO. All right, so I have a couple of different knives that I use. I have a bunch of these. You know, obviously everybody has these, but one I have as serrated blades, and the other one has a regular blade. The serrated blades don't really do much in terms of, but they help when you want to, like, if you're using like balsa wood, you can saw it and shit. Sometimes works real good with this stuff. I like it. How much does Mikey charge for painted head sculpts? You gotta ask Mikey, bud. You gotta ask Mikey. Amazon sells a shelf that is supposed to be a 1/12 scale fire escape. They do sell that. Yes, it is a little pricey though. It is a little pricey, Bobby. Let me get this cut. So basically just come all the way down. All right. Now here's going to be the fun part. The fun part is going to be trying to get through the baseboard that I've created for this project. Now, I know you should cut all the shit out first, then lay the piece down. But when it comes to EVA foam, one fuck up, and you could have one of these, like where it goes, like where it'll go straight and then kind of curve off, because EVA foam is very, soft and pliable. So you got to be careful. So that's why I put this down first. I'd rather cut through this and then the piece behind it, then cut the window out and put it flat on the board, and the windows are all fucking warped and they don't look right. So that's why I did this first. I mean, I could use a new blade, but I think this is a fairly new blade. I can feel the board now. I think you can hear me cutting it because I can hear it in my headphones. That's literally the board. Now, the blades do work. You just got to run the blade over a bunch of times until you get through it. You don't have to use a fucking saw. You don't want to. I mean, you fucking could if you want. If you really wanted to, but you don't have to. So, I have one big one. Hobby Lobby was selling years ago. Oh shit! See, I didn't know that Hobby Lobby was selling it. There you go. Charges $25 a piece. Awesome. So I got the foam cut because I could see it coming apart here. Let's just keep cutting. Be careful. My hands are like, I mean, I don't know how many times blades have gotten away from you, but they've gotten away from me a few times. So always be careful when you cut and shit. It's 3:11. All right, so I'm just gonna probably get this one window cut and then end the stream because my wife is coming home soon. Well, actually, we'll see because she gets out of work at 3:30, and then by the time she's got to drive home and shit, it takes her about half an hour. So, man, you got me for like maybe another 45 minutes. I don't want to cut any of these wires, God forbid. You know, I'm sitting here cutting, all of a sudden the microphone just shuts off because I sliced the fucking wire. That's all I fucking need. This is the most annoying part because my arm is not allowing me enough power to cut this shit. Another reason why I wish I had a laser printer. Because a laser printer would cut right through this shit. Oh, I appreciate you, Mad Gus. Thank you, man. All right, I'm just sitting here cutting. All of a sudden, roll keeper goes, and everything just shuts off. Ah, motherfucker. I just need to get through enough that I can just push the fucking thing out. Because honestly, between you, me, and the lamppost and Mikey here, I don't care if, you know, I don't want to mess up the back because I like how neat it looks. But because it doesn't go all the way to the end anyway, I'm not really. And it's going to be against this fucking shelf, so you're not going to see it. I'm going to have to stand up, so I'm going to lower this so you can just see me cutting. I'm going to have to put me on my back into it. Now I have a cutting board right under this thing, so I'm okay. But always be careful when you cut shit because you might cut right through and cut your table. I've ruined so many fucking plastic tables because of that. This is how I cut the fucking plastic too, styrene. I just keep running the blade over until it finally comes off. I might have to move this party back over to that table because I don't want to shake my monitor off the table. But I think it's starting to get through. Yeah, see, starting to see the lines come through. So that's a good thing. Also, keep in mind, I'm going to frame the windows too, so a little bit of messy doesn't matter. You're not going to see any of this shit. So if you just do enough, you'll get it through. See, I kind of got it through on this side mostly. All right, let's keep going. Oh my goodness, I just ran right through. That doesn't matter. Like I said, I'm gonna frame it. I gotta see. I'm frame with the windows. Be careful because the blade can get away from you. Like I said, when you cut in these lines, it's not gonna matter because I'm gonna burn them, so it's not gonna matter. But that line, like I said, now I have to frame the windows out. But I was gonna do it anyway. I'm not worried. I see it right there. You can see it now coming through. There you go. How do you like those apples? I can feel the foam. There you go. Oh yeah, not bad. Not bad. hole cut out for the window. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. So I'm going to take this window. Now, this window has this weird lip right here for some reason. Probably just going to cut that off because I think it's supposed to connect into the building that he was printing. But other than that, your window fits in perfectly. I don't really want to attempt to cut that with this thing because God forbid. But this is what I was talking about, the serrated. Sometimes you just need a serrated blade. Okay, I don't want to fuck the window up anymore. So I'm probably just going to heat it up a little bit and just snip the tip. Or actually, no, hold on. I take that back. I thought I had my little mini hacksaw, but I can't find it, so I'm going to try to use these to cut the nub. Let's start to snip the tip, shall we? That's pretty hard. I don't want to fuck it up. Fuck, you got it. Ha! All right. So there you go. Oh, you motherfucker. You fit like a glove, don't you? Yes, you do. All right. So now I got to cut a little bit of the cardboard out some more because it's not even in the back here, so the window can't go all the way in. But you get the picture here. All right, bye. I see you, motherfucker. Where are you, Mikey? I see you. I'm watching you at all times. Yeah, so I actually see where I have to cut it out, so. That is where I'll probably use my X-Acto knife. There you go. This is, like I said, this is where the serrated parts come in handy because now I'll just see like where I can cut off the access and shit like that. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, right? I didn't use an X-Acto knife. I used this bitch. Like I said, serrated end. Serrated for your pleasure. I still got to cut some more out. It's still too, like, it's not small, but the behind it, the baseboard is not cut out enough, so I can't stick the window all the way in and like kind of even it with the wall. So I just got to keep kind of cutting it out so I can get it there. Like I said, you're talking a fraction of an inch. You know? So I just want to make sure I can. So I think I can get it all the way in on this side. from this side, I can kind of see what I have to shave. And because it's already cut now, it's going to be easy to shave. Because now you just shave, like I said, you're shaving off fractions of an inch. So now you can kind of fit it in the fucking window. Or you can fit it in the thing. Say bang, I got one side in. Now I got to do the other side. So let's do the other side. Let's get that done right now. So like I said, you're just going to shave off a little bit at a time, just to kind of, so I don't fuck it up. Shave it off a little at a time, huh? Little at a time. Okay. Yeah, so push the window out because I'm gonna fuck the window up. Although it's not gonna matter because it's gonna be on the back end, so you're not gonna really see it. Because Mikey, did you answer? Did you want it with boards, or did you want just like an actual window? No, I didn't read that part. I don't know if I missed it. If not, just let me know. Okay. That's probably my wife letting me know she's getting out of work now. Okay. Still got a little bit to do. Still got to cut a little bit more out. Just kind of shave it out as best I can here. Yep. Either way, dealer's choice. All right, digging it. Thank you, bud. I appreciate the vote of confidence, bud. Thank you. Right, so now I got it in on this end perfectly. Just one part on top. Okay. Why are you being a see you next Tuesday right now? This is like very good. Just the top part here. I don't want to lose shit at the top. I'd rather lose it at the bottom. Right, so let me put it in first at the top here. Okay. Fix it at the top. There you go. Okay. As you can tell, you're starting to see how the sausage is made, right? Yeah, so I'd rather cut the bottom out than the top. Okay. I guess I'd rather do this. Okay, beautiful. Okay. Gotta pull this fucker out. I think I got it. I gotta do just a little bit more. There you go. Motherfucker was just stuck in there. Let's see. I think I got it. think I got it. I mean, you're talking a C here. Okay. Let's trim the C here, huh? Let's see where it is. I see you, you motherfucker. I see you. You fuck. That's the top. Booyah. There you go, bud. Your window is officially in. And in tight like a tiger. So there you go. I'm going to pop the second one in later. So I have that done for you. Probably right around here. I think it was right around here. So you'll have these two bitches in. When we get back to work on it on Saturday, like I said, Saturday afternoon, I'm going to try to come back at you and work on it. And like I said, Mikey, if I just you put maybe some light behind, you get some lights, up to you. We'll see. Because technically, if you really wanted to, I don't know if you want to start shooting photography. I don't know if you're into that. You could just take these two things, you know, and you'll be able to just kind of go like this with them. If you wanted to make your own little stage, you know, so always keep that in mind. Go this way with it. Be able to do like that with it, you know. So be your choice when you get them. No, but that's, like I said, that's where I'm gonna stop working. I'm gonna take one more hit with you guys, talk to you for a little bit until my wife is almost home, and then I'll wrap up the stream. But I thank everybody for hanging out, man. I appreciate all you guys. I hope you get something from this. You know, I'm not expecting to teach anybody anything. This is not reinventing the wheel, but you know, I like to sit here and exchange ideas, have a think tank. Like I said, we look at the custom heads, custom figures, figure out who's working on what and who can help who. You know, I kind of like this atmosphere, if you will. You know, it feels good. So I'm gonna start doing this daily. So I'm gonna start doing this like every day. But it's gonna fluctuate because some days I might have to take people to the doctors and shit like that. So I might not do it those days. Might be like Monday 1 week, Tuesday another week, you know. So it'll all fluctuate. So if you're chilling on a weekday and you got nothing to do and you see me pop on, please come on, man. Well, like I said, we'll exchange ideas and we'll talk. We'll figure shit out, you know, because like I said, I'm doing this right now for Mikey. For more than for a few reasons. One is a thank you for graciously making the destro and doing it as fast as he did, because he didn't have to do it that fast. He could have taken as much time as he needed, and he didn't. So I appreciate that. I appreciate you know, the craftsmanship. I appreciate all the advice he's been giving me since I've become into this new customizing shit. So I appreciate all that shit too, for real. So that's why I kind of wanted to get this done for you. I wanted to, it's more like a thank you than anything else. I didn't know that we, you know, agreed that we were going to exchange like this for like an action figure. That's cool and all, but I wanted to do this quick for you as a thank you for what you did for my birthday, because you didn't have to send Destro for my birthday, especially considering I hadn't sent you, you know, the agreed payment on the figure. So the fact that you sent it because you trusted me and you just wanted to be, it meant the world to me. So thank you very much. But I appreciated the patience, because, you know, I told you about the payment situation. You were willing. So if you guys ever need custom, go to Mikey, man. He's patient, he's courteous, he's, you know, easy to get in touch with, and you get great work for sure. Yes, but I'm wrapping it up. It up in time for you to come. Talking to my wife, I think she just got out of work, so I'm gonna, you know, turn this back on real quick just so I can, you know, hit you some ASMR real quick. Got to celebrate the fact that I got that window out. That window came out much easier than I expected it to come out. I think it was going to come out that good. Like I thought I was going to have to struggle with the knife. So that makes me less wary for the second window that I put in. And the door, when I cut the door out. Oh, there you go. So I appreciate you, Mike. I appreciate you moving me up before you had to get busy. And like I said, man, it's been a hell of a pleasure getting to know you over the last couple of weeks and shit like that. So I appreciate you, man. I hope you have a great show in Des Moines. Seth Rollins is from Des Moines, Iowa. Now the inside of the factory, I'm not going to put no windows or anything like that because for starters, I don't have windows. So it's just I'm gonna might match the door. So like I said, so if you want to sit them next to each other, you can connect them. So it'll look like the outside will go into the inside. But you can even say, well, Matt, you could set them on different levels too. It's up to you. But I'm learning a lot doing this shit. So I appreciate, like I said, like the challenge because now, like when I finally set up shelves myself, I think this is the method I'm going to do. I'm going to do kind of like a diorama display so that I can tell a story with my figures. And it like my biggest worry though is like knocking shit over. Like I don't want to break anything. Like what? But during that one pre-roll where Kingpin fell and broke on me, my heart was like in my chest when that happened. That's my weed thing. I gotta go buy more weed, man. I'm almost out. Gotta get my ass to the dispensary tonight. So I appreciate you, brother. For real, man. Thank you so much, Mikey. Yeah, like listen, that's the atmosphere I'm trying to create, man. Just like a friendly hangout. We just exchange ideas, we exchange fucking stories. We just get to know each other. That's really what I wanted this space to be, and I'm happy that I'm actually creating that. So, but I don't know. I like this Destro head. If you had to make a Destro, right? Would you make him like more tactical, or would you make him more sleek, just like with spandex and shit? Because I dig the tactical side of Destro. So. That was a good hit right there. Alrighty, bro. I'll remove you. But yeah, man. I'm thinking about making some purchases from this gentleman with the heads. I think I want some Arnold Schwarzenegger for sure. Stallone, a couple guys. Like I said, just guys that I think will round out the classified team for myself. I love G.I. Joe, but I don't think it's. I'm not saying it's a waste of money, but I'm just saying like I don't need 7 Dukes just painted differently because now he's in Tiger Force or he's in Night Force, and now his standard tan shirt is navy blue. I don't care for that stuff. But if you tell me I'm putting in Stallone as the Tiger Force leader, or like John Matrix is the Tiger Force leader, Stallone, John Rambo is the Night Force leader, I'm in with that. I'm with that, man. That's my favorite one. That's my favorite fucking Deathstroke. That's what I'm saying. If I was gonna make a custom Deathstroke, I would try to make it that one, like that kind of Deathstroke. I loved that Arkham Origins bat suit. I made that suit twice because I love that suit so much. It was one of my. I like the more tactical. Like I even liked the Pattinson bat suit. I just didn't like the cowl. I didn't like the mask. I thought that was kind of dog shit. Like I really wasn't into that fucking into that suit. Not the suit, the helmet. Let's see. Is there any like new toys coming out? Oh shit. Okay. All right, Viper Scott. I just saw your message on Instagram, and I definitely will get back to you because I'm looking for Joe Fixin. So. Those okay. All All right, there's no problems to Kanan. If you watch this replay, I just saw your message on Instagram about the Panthers. I appreciate that. I'll get back to both of you when I get off stream. I'm about to get off stream in like 5 minutes. 5 to 10 minutes, because I see she hasn't left her job yet. So when she leaves her job, I'll probably start to wrap it up. McFarlane revealed their Marvel statues. Gonzo, my fingers are crossed that he does not get the Marvel fucking license. I don't want to buy McFarlane Marvel Legends or Marvel figures. I keep making this joke that I wish it switches. Like, I hope DC gets Hasbro gets DC and Marvel goes to McFarlane. So like guys like Toy Gaines can now round out his collection with Marvel figures, and we can round out our collection with DC Legends. Because I would, if you start giving me DC Legends Hasbro, man, that's what I'm saying. I'm customizing my own Hasbro versions of them now. So if you start giving me that, I'd be all in. But I would only need one Batman. That's another reason why I don't like McFarlane. How many fucking Batmans do I need? Like, how many? Like, you know, if you love Batman, I get it. But like, even then, like, how many fucking Batmans do you need? Jesus Christ, man. It's fucking crazy, dude. I don't get it. But anyway, I'm going to do this again Saturday afternoon, probably around the same time, 1, 2 o'clock-ish. Do a couple hours, finish up these detailed pieces for Mikey, and then probably on the pre-roll, I'm going to work on the Technodrome and the fine details, like I said, the piping and shit like that. So just hang out with me in the pre-roll. Of course, we'll go off the rails like it always does. Like, you know, obviously you're going to get your fucking standard clips and all the funny shit that we do, but I'm just going to kind of keep busy because I just want to get this stuff done. So if you guys just bear with me, please, the pre-roll will still be fun. We're just going to be productive. That's all. But catch me tomorrow on Mython at midnight. I'm hanging out with Mython on his show. It's going to be awesome. Catch my lovely wife's stream on Saturday, Crown Fox Productions. She does her Into the Shadows, where she talks about cryptids and paranormal stuff, ghosts and shit like that. Last Saturday was good. I think she's finally kind of finding her stride in terms of what she wants her show to be. And we're starting to kind of hit it hard. There he is. Hey. Oh, it's okay. I didn't even know you were streaming, bud. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's totally fine. I'm sorry I went over yours thing, but did not even know you were streaming right now. I was just putting you over about being on your show tomorrow, so I extremely apologize. That I didn't know that you went live, my time. Had I known, I wouldn't have gone live this long, but so I'm very sorry about that. But like I said, I'll be on Mython at midnight on Friday. I just said that, so please check that out. We're gonna have a good time. Mython, I'm sorry, I'm just obviously catch your replay. But my wife, Into the Shadows, that's good. I say catch Savage Land, who goes live on Saturdays as well, 10:30. Usually he goes live, and he goes live pretty good time too, about 2.5 hours. So you get to, you know, shoot the breeze with him and you know, pick his brain about how he does shit too, you know. And then of course, like I said, Sunday the pre-roll, and then on Monday you're back to your regularly scheduled program with your boys from Yojo Jerk and Toy Gaines and JMK Customs on Monday Night Raw program, and Monday Night Toy Ramblings with Punk, and then I might be on his not next week, the following week, the 25th week, where he's doing that Toys for Tots thing. I'm probably going to kind of be in that at some point, so I'll let everybody know when I'm going to be on. But that'll happen at some point. I'll let you guys know. But I got to get wrapped up because my wife is almost on her way home, and we got to go do some shit. So we got some errands to run. So I appreciate all you guys coming to hang out. As always, the big